Pregame show brought to you by the Rangers Sports Network on the Pulse 105.7. Dustin, we welcome the Reddies of Henderson State University to Ranger Field today. Rainy conditions, or at least partly cloudy and occasionally rainy conditions, have been thrust upon us here in Alva, Oklahoma. We got a pregame temperature of 76. Game time temperature expected to be between 76, 77 degrees outside. But, you know, the rain has done miraculous things as far as being able to green up this turf.
No, it really has. One thing, Matt, obviously it's going to be a nice night tonight. You mentioned 76 degrees. It's going to be a beautiful night for football. Under the lights here at Ranger Field, we expect maybe a good crowd here tonight. I know we got a lot of things going on in Alva, but if you are out there listening, had a chance to go out to the car show earlier today, make sure you come out to Ranger Field tonight. Rangers looking for their first victory, against a team they defeated a year ago, but only have 2 victories against the Reddies in the series so far. But I think it's going to be a fun night for football, and I'm looking forward to it. I know Coach Walter, after talking to him Wednesday, I think his team is prepared
the game against both opponents. It's just not come up aces so far for the Rangers. Maybe today begins to change that. Like you mentioned, Dustin, the overall series between these two teams sets at 4-2 in favor of the Reddies, but the Rangers are on a 1-win streak against HSU. That win coming last year in Arkadelphia. The Rangers have yet to beat the Reddies here in Alva, at least in the modern era of the Great American Conference, but today could be that type of a game, or at least we hope it's that type of a game for the Rangers. And let's be honest, as you and me look down the stat sheets and talk to Coach Walter, this is a very different Rangers team first half versus second half.
No, it really is. I mean, we talked about it. 20-7, they're down to Ouachita Baptist here at home at halftime. They come all the way back in that one, have an opportunity to win it late, just couldn't get the stop on third down. And then, last week at Monticello, you get down 30-7 at halftime. They come clawing back. They outscore Monticello 29-14 in the second half. But the problem is you can't continuously keep doing it. And, folks are probably going to get tired of us, hearing it. But it's for the first 2 weeks, that has been the story for this Ranger football team. They've got to figure out a way to put together 4 quarters.
I agree. And, I've had people ask me if the Rangers are any good this season versus last year, things like that with the 0-2 start. And my answer has been pretty consistent so far. I think that there's a chance the Rangers are the best team in the conference. In 2 full football games, we have played starting at about the late third quarter, mid to late third quarter, and then kind of tailed off in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. So realistically, about 18 to 20 minutes of football in a 60-minute football game, and we've been in both games. If we were to play all 4 quarters the way that we play the late third, early fourth, I don't know there's a team in the conference that can keep up with them. A stat that really points that out real quick before I turn it over to you to see a little bit more in depth about that. You do bring the depth to this broadcast, by the way, sir. Thank you. This is a great stat from the Athletics Sports Information Department here at Northwestern. The Rangers have been a second-half team this season. In the first 2 games combined, the Rangers have scored 43 points in the final 2 quarters, but only 14 total points this season in the first 2 quarters. 43-14, second half versus first half on the season thus far. That's been the story of what's happened with Northwestern. It's just too little too late, or allowing a team to get out too big, and the clock becoming that real enemy late in the game.
Yeah, it is, and it's unreal to see that, to see a team do that back-to-back weeks, because, when you see us, those 4 touchdown drives against Arkansas, Monticello, and then to come back against Ouachita, you see the potential, and it's there. It's got to be there for 60 minutes, not 15, not 18, not 20, not 25. It's got to be there all 60 minutes on both offensively and defensively, because you see the defense, again, struggles a little bit in the first half. They get better as the second half goes along as well, too. But both offense and defense have got to be playing 4 quarters if they're going to come out with a win here today against a team that has never lost a Great American Conference game in Oklahoma. That is an unreal statistic.
Wow. Henderson has been a notoriously powerful team in the Great American Conference. Last year, they were down a bit as far as what you would expect from Henderson football. This year, they look to be making strides, working their way back in. They were ranked 6th in the preseason poll in the conference. Northwestern was ranked 8th, so technically it's a 6-8 matchup. As of right now in the standings, Northwestern is winless, which puts us in a 3-way tie for 3rd. 3 teams in the conference have yet to win a game. The top 3 teams in the conference are all undefeated at this point. All of those teams 2-0, and there is a surprise among that group of teams, including that surprise is Oklahoma Baptist. The Bison have been hot to start the season, off to a 2-0 start. Ouachita Baptist is 2-0. I think that one's probably expected. Southern Arkansas is 2-0, which doesn't surprise me that Southern Ark might be 2-0, but it surprises me that they are 2-0 given that they played Harding a week ago. I really would have thought Harding would take the W in that one, but Southern Ark showing some real fight. All the rest of the teams in the conference right now in a six-way tie for second place, all with 1-1 ratings. So we'll go with the preseason poll, making this a number 6 versus number 8 matchup in the Great American Conference. We're going to take our quick break here on the Exotic Heatwave pregame show and be back to talk about Great American Conference football in the week that was around the Oklahoma-Arkansas collection, if you will. You're listening to Ranger Football right here on the Pulse 105.7, the pregame show brought to you by the Exotic Heatwave of Alva, Oklahoma.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Stephanie Eaton at 327-3600 today.
Just look for the arches. That's right, the Golden Arches at McDonald's in Alva. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, pancakes, Big Macs, fries, or even a refreshing salad, think McDonald's first. Once again this year, McDonald's should be your pregame or postgame stop for all Goldbug and Ranger game days. McDonald's is also the proud home for the Alva Goldbug and Northwestern Ranger coaches shows this season. That's McDonald's in Alva, a proud supporter of all area schools and activities.
You can look at it.
Welcome back live to the Dean Linder Press Box, high above Ranger Field. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow talking about the action that took place last week across the Great American Conference. We will kick things over to Michael Westbrook and the boys and take a listen to this week's Great American Conference football show. Eventually. We will do that. Eventually. A little technical difficulty here trying to get the connection to Michael Westbrook fired up. But, Dustin, it was an exciting week, to say the least, right?
No, it really was. With Harding losing, 28-23 at home to Southern Arkansas, still a very impressive win for them. OBU lost today, and again, we'll talk about those throughout the rest of the way. So they were 2-1 now, their first loss of the season. And so you've had a couple of Great American Conference games today as well. Harding dominated Southern Nazarene today, 42-0, which probably kind of expected that one. Harding upset after losing at home to Southern Arkansas. But let's go turn it over to Michael Westbrook.
There you go. I was going to say, it is nice to be able to say something in this conference like, as maybe was expected, because last week that wasn't the case. I was 1-5 in the picks for the week. Dustin was dominant with his 2-4 performance. So let's see what Michael Westbrook and the boys had to say about conference action a week ago.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Great American Conference Football Show. With a look back at last week and a preview of this week, here's your host, Michael Westbrook.
Welcome to Week 2 of the Great American Conference Rewind Show as we get ready for Week 3. Weather delays forced the much-anticipated matchup between Southern Arkansas and Harding from a Saturday night primetime event to a Sunday matinee. The Mule Riders left Searcy with a 28-23 victory. Southern Arkansas secured the win late on this forced fumble by Malik Preston, heard on Magnolia's Country 99.1.
The quarterback is tackled. Ball comes loose. A scoop. This could be a score to the 35, 30, 25, 10, 5. Touchdown. Devondrick Lyson carries it in.
Preston, the junior linebacker from Shreveport, totaled 16 tackles and forced 3 fumbles en route to the Week 2 Defensive Player of the Week honors. Oklahoma Baptist is now 2-0 for the first time in its NCAA era. This past week, they defeated Southeastern 34-28. Through 2 weeks, Oklahoma Baptist quarterback Preston Hare leads the GAC in passing. On Saturday, he threw 4 touchdowns. Here's the first, courtesy of the Bison Radio Network.
Hare to throw. Now the protection breaks down. Air rolling right. Has all day long. He's got a receiver, and it is caught for the touchdown.
The quarterback's number one target this past week, Cagney Robertson, caught 12 passes for 127 yards, including the go-ahead score in the third quarter. A huge 21-point second quarter lifted Southern Nazarene past East Central 45-20. Angel Hernandez was a big part of the action with a 57-yard interception return for a touchdown. Southern Nazarene ended the first half on a Jacob Spady touchdown pass and then started the second half with this kickoff return heard on the Crimson Storm broadcast.
And here he comes, looking for space. Has a little hole. He goes to the left side. Look out! Lakeem Christmas down the left side. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown!
Spady threw 2 touchdown passes and also carried the ball 22 times for 129 yards. The Southern Nazarene defense picked off 3 passes, 2 weeks of GAC football and 2 weeks of overtime games. This time, Henderson gets past Arkansas Tech 38-31. The Reddies quarterback, Richard Stametti, a junior from Las Vegas, earned Offensive Player of the Week. Sophomore corner Bryston Gibson from Tyler, Texas, earned Special Teams Player of the Week. In Monticello, it was all Weevils early, leading 16-0 against Northwestern. Jameel London intercepted a pass and ran it back 32 yards for a score. With 17 seconds before the break, backup quarterback for UAM did his part. Heard on KHBM 93.7.
Handoff. Go down the field. Wow. Making the throw is going to be Jerry Bozeman.
UAM won the game 44-36. Washita won its home opener 41-8 against Southwestern. Chris Oliver rushed for 3 touchdowns. Already up 17-0, Washita's Shunsey Thomas found the end zone after a big run. Audio courtesy of the Washita Football Network.
So Tigers have a fresh set of downs out at their 39-yard line. Give to Shunsey Thomas, big hole, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Promised land. No flags down. Touchdown, Washita.
Washita totaled 329 yards on the ground. Allie Freeman caught 3 passes for 62 yards. Coming up this week, Arkansas Tech at Oklahoma Baptist. Southern Nazarene at home against Harding. Washita travels to Southeastern. Northwestern at home against Henderson. East Central at home against Monticello. And Southern Arkansas travels to Southwestern. Thanks for joining us this week. I'm Michael Westbrook. I'll be back again next week from the RTV studios for another edition of the GAC Rewind.
GreatAmericanConference.com is your home for scores, stats, and standings. For additional information, follow on Twitter @GAC Athletics. This has been an exclusive presentation of the Great American Conference.
At Community Bank, we understand that things change, and this is why we continually strive to provide our customers with a better banking experience. Our location at 1729 College Boulevard and 3 ATM locations offer convenient access for our customers. We strive to develop customer relationships and a high level of community involvement. At Community Bank, we believe in banking together, working with our customers to match the right products and services for their needs, because their success improves our community, and a better community is our goal. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Football season is upon us. As you're traveling up and down the roads this fall to cheer on your favorite team, keep the Farmers Cooperative Association and Pride Tire and Auto Service Center in mind for all your tire and maintenance needs. Contact us today at 580-327-0521. That's 580-327-0521. Or stop by and see us at 901 Sealing Street right here in Alva, Oklahoma. And Pride Tire and Auto Service Center would like to wish good luck this fall to the Alva Goldbugs and Northwestern Rangers.
Welcome back live to Ranger Field. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow. The Exotic Heat Wave pregame show rolls on. Dustin, an exciting week in the conference. Difficult to pin down games a week ago. However, this week things seem to be going more in the direction that one would expect. Right now, we've got Arkansas Tech over Oklahoma Baptist. That game kicked off at 1 o'clock. Arkansas Tech pulls out the win against the 2-0 OBU Bison. Arkansas Tech 31-7 over Oklahoma Baptist. That game final today. Harding traveled all all the way to Bethany, Oklahoma to take on Southern Nazarene. The Harding Bison coming off a loss, blanked SNU 42-0, and Harding rolls on now 2-1 in the conference. All the rest of the conference games will kick off at 6. That will include Ouachita Baptist playing in Durant at Southeastern, Henderson State, of course, here at Northwestern, Arkansas Monticello at East Central, and Southern Arkansas down there in Weatherford to play the Bulldogs. So the long and short of it is, after 2 weeks in the conference, it's difficult to tell really where anybody's going to shake out. However, a couple of teams have made their way to the top and probably earn the type of respect that they are garnering. Those, of course, include Ouachita Baptist, Harding, and Southern Arkansas. Those guys look to be very, very tough. In fact, Harding's only loss is to Southern Arkansas. The only loss among any of those three teams was Harding falling to Southern Arkansas. So that looks to be, I guess, the targets at the top of the hill, if you would.
No, I think you're right. When you talk about Ouachita Baptist, Southern Arkansas, and Harding, I think it's those three up at the top, and then you've got everybody else kind of right there jumbled right in the middle, and then kind of at the bottom. You know, Arkansas Tech getting that win, that was huge for them today. They were 0-2 going into their game this afternoon. But then you have everybody else, and obviously East Central probably being there at the bottom, and I know Northwestern is right now as well, but you and I both know we're not the worst team in this conference, you know, at least in the second half anyway of a game. But that's what makes this game very important today. Northwestern has got to come out. I don't want to say it's one of those must-win type situations for the whole season. We're only 2 games in, this being game number 3, but the Rangers really do need to get a victory here because it's going to get a little bit tougher after this week. You'll go on the road 2 weeks to Southern Arkansas and Southeastern.
It certainly is, and just the way that the conference has been this season so far, and of course last season, it's getting more difficult, I should say, to look down the schedule and just say, oh, well, here's a game where we're going to get a W. You know, I mean, Southern Nazarene popped up on us last year through a heck of an effort at the Rangers. The Rangers fell. OBU a year before that put on a heck of a rushing performance here on Ranger Field with their third-string tailback and got a win against us. Northwestern has been able to topple Southwestern, at least once at their place, and again last year here at ours. It's been kind of back and forth, if you will, fighting for spots, 4 to 7 or so in the conference. However, the teams at the top have been pretty consistent. You've seen Ouachita there a lot. They actually won the conference last season. Harding was second and had gone on that incredible 10-game winning streak that took them 2 rounds deep into the playoffs. Henderson has been at the top of this pile for several years, seem to be slipping just a bit right now. Southern Arkansas has been coming on strong, just traditionally good football teams, very physical. It's easy to kind of point out the top, if you will, but it's the middle of the pack that the competition really getting pretty intense among all players.
One thing it does is it makes it even more difficult when you have to go on the road to play some of these teams. As you mentioned, nobody is a kind of a gimme in this conference. Even East Central, I know they're 0-2, but they very could have easily won their first game of the season. So, I mean, it's going to be difficult for everybody, but again, the top 3, Ouachita, Harding, and Southern Arkansas, no doubt.
Any given Saturday, if you will. For the Exotic Heatwave Show, we're going to roll things over to our interview with the head football coach for Northwestern. That is Coach Matt Walter, and his talk about the Reddies today. That's coming up right after this break. You're listening to the Rangers Sports Network and the Exotic Heatwave pregame show right here on the Pulse 105.7.
Looking to keep that beautiful summer tan through the fall and winter? Then you need to plan your visits to Exotic Heatwave and take advantage of our 24-hour tanning. No matter your schedule, Exotic Heatwave can give you access to Alva's best tanning facilities. In fact, all NWOSU students who present their student ID receive discounts on monthly tanning packages. Custom color spray tans are also available by appointment. Call Exotic Heatwave today at 580-327-4328 or stop by the salon at 1016 Noble in Alva. Keep that summer glow all season long with Exotic Heatwave.
The Rusty Bucket Floral Design offers one-of-a-kind arrangements for weddings, funerals, holidays, and all those special occasions. The Rusty Bucket also offers delivery in Alva and the surrounding communities. They are offering pumpkins and mums in the fall, fresh greenery and poinsettias for Christmas, plus annuals and perennials in the spring. If you prefer indoor plants, they carry a variety of indoor plants for you to choose from. Rusty Bucket strives on giving you the best customer service. Call the Rusty Bucket at 580-327-5444 or stop by their location on the corner of 5th and Barnes in downtown Alva.
Welcome back to the pregame show brought to you by the Exotic Heat Wave. We're sitting down with Coach Matt Walter for a couple of questions about Henderson State. Coach, big game for us here at home today. Tell us a little bit about what you expect to see in the Reddies.
Well, they're a high-powered offense. They're going to throw the ball around the yard quite a bit. They run a 34 defense, so you're going to see that odd front, kind of old-school Pittsburgh Steelers-type defense. So we're looking forward to the challenge and looking forward to playing them this year.
Coach, in your opinion, what do you think success for the Rangers will key on as far as assignments or goals for the squad in general, assuming a high-pass offense in Henderson? I would assume that says a lot about what you hope for the secondary guys, but if you had to give us just a couple of very general keys, what would you be looking for that would lead you to believe we're going to be successful today?
Well, in its simplest form, just everybody doing their job and playing intelligent football, not doing things, out of the norm, and again, playing intelligently, both in terms of penalty-wise and also in terms of situational football. So, and obviously, score more points than them, got the smart aleck in me right there. So, but yeah, I think that, just us doing our job and playing consistently for 4 quarters instead of really getting a roll in for, 5-10 minutes here and there. We got to do it consistent.
Coach, 2 good games so far this season, 2 close matches that we've come up on the bottom side of. What's the confidence of the team like coming into the Week 3 challenge here?
Well, heck, I think it's all right. These guys, they know they got a challenge in front of them, and they have goals that they've set. And we kind of set them for each quarter of this game to hopefully help us stair step to those wins. But at the end of the day, you got to take it one game at a time, and I think that we've done a good job of that this week.
Well, Coach, we appreciate it. Enjoy the rain that we'll maybe intermittently have out there, and good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There it is, Coach Matt Walter with a couple of thoughts pregame. We're going to take a break and be back. You're listening to the Exotic Heat Wave pregame show brought to you by the Rangers Sports Network right here on the Pulse 105.7.
Beatles Nursing Home in Alva has over 100 years of experience caring for your loved ones. The staff at Beatles Nursing Home consists of high-qualified staff that provides exceptional personal care to your loved ones. More importantly, your loved ones have a peace of mind that they are being taken care of. Let Beatles Nursing Home, a long-term facility, provide you with compassionate and comprehensive care in a Christian environment. For more information, contact Adam Jordan at 580-327-1274 or visit us on the web at BeatlesNursingHome.com.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Stephanie Eaton at 327-3600 today.
Welcome back live to Ranger Field. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow. The Exotic Heat Wave show, pregame show, rolls on here at the Family Day atmosphere at Ranger Field. We're going to go quickly right now into the Rusty Bucket starting lineup brought to you by our incredible sponsor, the Rusty Bucket. We're going to start, of course, on the Northwestern side of the ball, and today we're going to start with the defense. Your Northwestern secondary will feature guys like Aaron Barnes and Eric Cook at the corner positions, Trey Merritt and Quashawn Gray at the safety positions. Your linebacking core will be Dakota Driscoll, Maurice Wright, and James Ellis. By the way, Dakota Driscoll and Maurice Wright among the two of the... They are the number 1 and 2 tackles leaders in the Great American Conference. Both of them also ranked in the top 20 in the nation through 2 games so far. Defensive line will feature Chima Oz, Israel Cotton, Tyrese Jackson, and Nehemiah Lewis. For the Rangers on offense, they will start with the offensive line, a very consistent unit for Ranger football this year. Jonas Castillo, Alec Jamar, Brandon Nickham, George Rutherford, and Sunday Ding. The wide receiving core for Northwestern, you will see guys like Horatio Smith and Justin Kane, Miles and Denzel Davis. For the running back core, of course, Jacob Payton and Jalen Williams tend to be the 1 and 2 guys. Tight ends will see Jamar Morris. And, of course, on the far side of the field, the wide receiver, Gavin Gardner. In the backfield, taking the snaps, is going to be quarterback Isaiah Weed. A lot to look forward to from the high-powered Ranger offense. We'll see if they can get started early and often. For the defense from Henderson State University, the safeties on the field will be Malik Brown and Bowen Sweeney. The corners, Shane Sanders and C.J. Jones. With 4 linebackers across their middle defense, they will have Mercado Anderson, Cameron Sonnier, Logan Edwards, and Cameron Schultz. And their defensive line, 3 guys across the front, include Zach Singleton, Waukese Nilsson, and Antonio Rochelle. Those guys, by the way, go 245, 315, and 220. A good set of defensive linemen. Offensively, their O-line from left tackle to right tackle will be Clifford Jackson, 315 pounds. Left guard, Daniel Moore, 285. Center Tyler Banks at 275. Hugo Amani, the right guard, 6'2", 290-pounder out of Houston, Texas. And the right tackle, Blake Nabella, 6'3", 270 from Lamar, Arkansas. Quarterback will be a young man named Richard Stameti. Stameti is going to throw the ball around us in more than 50 attempted passes a week ago. Henderson likes to air it out, and when he does, his number 1 target is a young man by the name of Ben Johnson, 6'2", 210-pound senior from Sapulpa, Oklahoma. He will also be looking for Chase Lodry and, of course, Dion Gray. John Murray will be in their receiving lineup as well when they go 4 wide. And the running backs, we will be looking for Logan Marini and Cobra Jones. That is the starting lineups for both of our squads today. Brought to you by the Rusty Bucket of Alva, Oklahoma. Dustin, the real threat from Henderson, like we talked about, is definitely the air raid style offense. Drop back, spread you around the field, throw the ball a ton, right?
Absolutely. Again, that's a part of our State Farm. Agent Stephanie Eaton, keys to the game here. Obviously, score in the first half, Matt. I know we've done it. We've only scored 14 points, but you've got to score more, or at least keep Henderson State from scoring, 20 points. That's exactly right. So, again, Rangers need to come out, start faster. That's the one thing. You got to start faster. They have in the last 2 games. The other key of this one, defend the pass. We talked about Richard Stameti last week being the offensive Great American Conference Player of the Week. So far on the season, 46 of 89, 549 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And you mentioned the 2 wide receivers on the outside. Ben Johnson has 13 catches for 103 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Chase Lodry, 12 catches, 204 so far, 3 touchdowns on the season. He's averaging just over 102 yards per game. So those guys are going to have to be, Eric Cook and Aaron Barnes are going to have to be out there and defending those 2 as well. And then you look at it on the running back side. Henderson State's not a team that runs the ball a whole lot with their running backs. I think they average just about 92 yards so far through the game. In fact, the running back, Logan Marini, actually on the season has 30 carries for just 140 yards, 0 touchdowns, but he is averaging just 70 yards per game. So again, that is our State Farm agent Stephanie Eaton keys to the game here between Northwestern and Henderson State.
That's what I'm going to try and get a definitive answer for this. It looks like we won the toss and deferred, and Henderson is going to receive. Now, that makes sense. What the referee indicated was that we lost, they deferred, and then we chose to kick the ball to him. I didn't follow that, but he tapped Henderson on the shoulder and said, won the toss. Yeah, gave the deferred sign, and then stood by Henderson and said receive. And so I thought, that seems odd to me. But apparently what he meant to do was tap Northwestern on the shoulder and indicate that they have deferred and Henderson will receive the ball. So nevertheless, we will see the Rangers defense on the field first as Zink Goodrich puts the ball in play. A high end-over-end kick fielded at the 9-yard line by Henderson. Return across the 20, now the 30 to the 35 before the Reddies are rolled up at the 36-yard line. And that's pretty good field position for HSU to start drive number 1 of the day, 1st and 10 from their own 36.
Yeah, that was wide receiver Ethan Lazarick that time on the return for Henderson State. And, Richard Stameti's going to have great field position to begin this first drive. Again, we just kicked this one off, Northwestern and Henderson State. We'll see what the Northwestern defense can do here in this first series.
So here we go. Rangers on the field. Richard Stameti out of the shotgun. Henderson runs a very very similar offense to what Northwestern does right now. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side, a wingback and a halfback in the backfield, and now a man in motion as Stemetti takes the snap. Play action. He will roll to the near side, finds his tight end at the line of scrimmage, complete at the 37, and he'll get to the 40 before being brought down by the pursuing Ranger defense. That looks to be Kyler Ferguson making the first stop.
That was Ben Johnson, again, already the target on the very first play for Henderson State. Picks up just about 6, though. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ben Johnson's easy to find, 6'2", 210 from Sapulpa. He will be a name we call often. He was very open right there at the line. This is a handoff for the first time. Henderson will attack the left side of the Northwestern defense, roll out across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Plenty for a ready first down. They move the sticks on their first possession.
Yeah, good start for Moraney on his very first carry, picking up around 6 or 7 yards. Now already a first down for the Henderson State offense here on this drive.
A lot of the guys on this Henderson team, by the way, Dustin, they've got some awesome last names. They do not look or pronounce like you would expect them to. Moraney is one of them. Stemetti takes the snap, handoff to Moraney straight ahead. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, but able to go second effort forward into the pile, if you will, and that will go for a 2-yard gain, moving the ball from the 47 to the 49. Henderson still on their side of the 50-yard line, but right now 1 yard away from midfield. Ranger defense doing a little substitution as some fresh legs came in for the Henderson O as well. They'll go 3 wide receivers to the near side this time. Stemetti out of the gun, 1 guy to the far side, and 1 man in the backfield. They're going to now move him out to the slot. That is Zach Newbell. Went from halfback to slot receiver, so 5 wide for the Reddies. Nobody else in the backfield. They're going to air it out near side all the way down the field. That is incomplete, out of bounds. Coverage provided that time by Aaron Barnes here on the near side.
Yeah, it wasn't. Guy may have got away with a little bit of a hold that time. I think the referee did not see that, but kind of had the back of the jersey of the receiver that time. I think that was Darian Gray.
I think that's actually Michael Thompson that's out there in place of Aaron Barnes for that play that was providing the Ranger defense. Similar formation for Henderson. 3 wide receivers to the near side, kind of a triangle formation, 1 man to the far side. They've got Logan Moraney back in the backfield now. Snap back to Moretti. Looking to his left, airs it out. Down the left sidelines. Got a guy down there. Great coverage by the Rangers. That was a tremendous close by Aaron Barnes on the far side of the field. That pass was well on the way, and the guy had a step. Barnes just closed it up right there at the last minute, got a hand in his face, and knocked the ball away.
He did, and those cornerbacks for Northwestern are going to have to do that all game, because you see it, Matt, already 2 times now. Henderson State's airing it out down the field to these 2 wide receivers, and again, we're going to see this, I think, all game long from Richard Stemetti. So the Ranger cornerbacks are going to have to be on their best game this evening.
They tried to stretch the right side, then the left. They got 2 yards on first down, then 2 incomplete passes. It's now 4th down and 8, and Henderson will have to punt it away. Snap is back, and the punt is off. It's a wobbly punt. Not a lot of distance. It's going to hit about the 23, fielded at the 17 by the Rangers, and then run across the 20 to the 24, call it the 25-yard line, and that is where Northwestern will set up 1st and 10. Justin Kane back to return that punt for the Rangers. We will see Isaiah Weed and the offensive unit take the field for the first time today at Ranger Field after a nice defensive hold from the Ranger D.
Yeah, Isaiah Weed so far in the season, Matt, typically a guy who's a little bit better completion percentage, not horrible this year, but it's just 33 of 63, 409, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, averaging 204 yards a game. He's got to get going early.
Yeah, he was an above 60% completion passer last year on the season, so just a tick below what we have expected him to be. But I thought he looked a little more comfortable in Game 2 than he did in Game 1, and hopefully that will continue. He'll look more comfortable in Game 3 than he did in Game 2.
Well, and I think he's also found his favorite target by the name of Gavin Garner. Garner had 8 catches for, I believe, 162 yards against Arkansas Monticello. So, I mean, Garner having a heck of a season now after that big outing against Monticello. Had 2 touchdowns in that game as well. That's
true. Gavin Garner, for his first season on the field in a Ranger jersey, has made a real name for himself, become the lead target for Isaiah Weed. Dustin, you mentioned it, 10 catches, 154 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 77-yard long on the season already, also being talked about right now as one of the top wide receivers from a statistics standpoint in the nation.
But another guy, Justin Kane, who returned the punt back. Justin Kane, his first appearance as a Ranger this season, 5 catches, 90 yards, 1 touchdown. The one guy that has been fairly silent so far offensively, Matt, for the Rangers this year has been Horatio Smith. Have not seen much out of Horatio in the first 2 games. Maybe we'll see that here today. I think the Rangers are going to need him.
No, we have not called his name as much as we would have expected to, but he has been there in some pretty intense moments as Isaiah Weed and the offense come to the field. First play is going to be play action to Jake Payton, complete on the right side, and a pass to Gavin Gardner out across the 25-yard line on a scamper down to the 30, being pursued by Henderson State. He'll be ushered out of bounds, if you will. Very, very close to first down yardage. They are going to say his foot stepped out at the 32-yard line. That will put the Rangers in second down and 3 position. Quick play to the offense. Weed takes the snap, handoff to Jake Payton, coming near side, right behind a wall of blockers across the 35 to the 40. Now a big hole to the 50. Jacob Payton downhill to the 40. One man to beat it to 30 to the 25 to the 20, and he's out of bounds. Jake Payton getting it done on the ground, Dustin. Huge run. Great play, well blocked by the Ranger O.
Yeah, the offensive line left side that time, opening up the hole, and Payton's able to bounce it outside, and really he just was able to beat right by the defenders down the sidelines, and one guy able to catch him where the Rangers are looking at 6 points. But how about the start now? This is the kind of start you needed against Henderson State.
This has just been a tremendous 1-2 punch. Hit him with a quick pass, then a big run, and now Weed loading up, looking for the end zone. He's got Kentrell Bell in the corner. He made the catch. Touchdown, Rangers. Kentrell reels it in one-handed.
Unreal catch from Kentrell Bell in the back of the end zone. Here's the thing. That was great coverage that time by the cornerback from Henderson State, but just an impressive over-the-shoulder catch with the left hand from Kentrell Bell.
Stuck the left hand up there, got him a little separation, able to reel that one in and get a toe down. That was incredible. I wish we had that on a replay board somewhere. That's a highlight reel moment for Kentrell Bell. I believe his first touchdown reception of the season, but man, how epic was that? Point after attempt from the Rangers is up, looks good, is good. Northwestern leads Henderson 7-0, 12:32 left to go in quarter number 1. We'll take a quick timeout and be back. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva, right here on the Pulse 105.7.
With all the sights to see in or around Alva, you don't want to miss a thing. Let Alva Vision Clinic, a member of Vision Source, bring life into focus for you. At Alva Vision Clinic, your family's vision health is our business, and they always keep it personal from your initial exam through the selection of that perfect pair of glasses or contacts. They have been a part of the Alva community since 1931, so make your next appointment with the staff that cares. Visit Alva Vision Clinic at 504 College Avenue in downtown Alva today. Alva State Bank wants to help you meet your personal and business financial needs. We are committed to our communities and are motivated to build strong and lasting relationships with our customers. Stop by any of our convenient locations in Alva, Enid, Burlington, Freedom, or Kiowa to speak to our friendly staff about how we can help you today to prepare for your tomorrow. Alva State Bank, family owned and operated, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. I'm Dustin Goodnow. He's Matt Adair, at least for this series. I don't know what we need to switch up, Dustin, but whatever's changed with the Ranger offense so far, wow, that's impressive. I believe, and the stats are still pulling up, but I think that might have been a 3-play, 70-yard touchdown drive orchestrated right there by Isaiah Weed and the offense for the Rangers.
I think they may have listened to the pregame show a little bit. You know,
they took the State Farm keys to the game,
and they ran with it. I mean, that's exactly what you needed. That's what you had to have. That's what you really had to have in those first two. But now you've got it here in game 1. You've got the lead now. It's so much easier to play with that lead than it is to come from behind.
Well, here it is. 3 plays, 75 yards. That drive took 36 seconds off of the clock, and Northwestern now leads 7-0. And then just for good measure, Northwestern will kick that one out of the playing surface, basically. I mean, if there was anybody warming up on the baseball field, they better watch out. That was deep out of the back of the end zone, and Henderson will take the ball on a touchback, 1st and 10 for the Reddies in their second offensive possession. Great hold by the defense. Henderson ran 5 plays, gained 14 yards, had to punt the ball away. They put it in the hands of Isaiah Weed and the Ranger offense. 3 plays, 75 yards, 37 seconds, and a touchdown. First time this season we've been able to say that. I believe this is the first time this season the Rangers have held a lead in a football game.
I think you're right. I mean, I haven't had that opportunity to do it in the first 2, but they've done it here today.
Stametti out of the gun. 4 wide receivers in a setup for him. 1 man in the backfield. He'll drop back, throws near side, flat route. That one's going to be caught and then immediately put to the turf by the pursuing Ranger defense. Making the stop for Northwestern was Eric Cook. Making the reception for the Reddies was John Murray.
And those are ones you're going to give up, Matt. I mean, 3 or 4 yards there on the pass is not going to really beat you. That it's just the long, deep ones that are really going to hurt you. But that's a good tackle, though, by Eric Cook in space.
And it was great the way he closed that up, too, because you give a wide receiver a little bit of room down there. Sometimes they can give you a good juke and get by. Cook not falling for it, just hammered him to the turf. This one is going to be a double reverse, a sweep to the far side. Now coming back to the near side in the hands of Doug Jones, little wide receiver razzle-dazzle. He's going to be ushered out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line. Got to the 37, enough for a first down, and Henderson's moved the chains for the second time today, 1st and 10 Reddies.
Yeah, very creative play call that time on the reverse by offensive coordinator Hayden Hawk. Good play call that time, gets the Reddies a first down.
Well, and I liked it. They took Logan Moraney and started him to the far side of the field and then brought it back to the near side with a little pitch. That was great. 3 wide receivers now for Sept. He'll hand off to Moraney up the middle, and he'll be stopped at a 2-yard gain. Give him 3. They're going to put him at the 41-yard line in Henderson territory. 3rd down and 7. Make it, 3rd and 7 upcoming. Excuse me, 2nd and 7. Goodness, upcoming some numbers. 2nd down, they got a little ways to go yet. Reddies are in position. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the far side. Sept in the backfield. They've got a wing back this time. He'll go in motion from left to right. Rangers with a 4-man front. Northwestern showing some pressure coming. Sept pocket holds, airs it out, has a man diving and incomplete at the 30-yard line inside Ranger territory. And already I like this. You've got one of the Rangers coming back, looking at a coach tapping his jersey. Hey, coach, that one's on me. Missed him coming out. Wasn't over in the right position, but unfortunately, the pass was overthrown. It's Quashawn Gray saying that he fell a step behind his assignment.
Yeah, it is. Rangers caught a break there because I don't think you're going to see Sept miss too many of those. Wide open Ben Johnson. If he hits him in strides, we're talking a tie ball game right now.
Of course, Sept, 6'2", 215. He's a big cat from Las Vegas, Nevada. 3 wide receivers to the far side for Sept this time. Drops back pocket, holds. He will throw. Slant route was the intention of the Reddies, and it was just too far in front of his target. I think that was Zacharias Nash Kelly. Excuse me, that was Ben Johnson, 83-84. Just saw it wrong. Ben Johnson, but the ball just a little too far out in front of him. And here we go again. Dustin Brady's going to have to punt it away.
Now, fantastic start for the defense again. I think it rattled Sept here a little bit. He's missing some of these throws. Missed that one again on the slant route. So Rangers here now with an opportunity to get the offense right back onto the field and see if they can go down and put another score on the board.
Here we go. Snap back. Ball is away. Rangers had good pressure there in his face. High punt. That one's going to hang up. Fielded at the 21-yard line by Justin Kane. The Rangers actually able to get a hit on Angel Esperanza, the punter, and no flag.
Well, and again, I think what it was Henderson State player actually had blocked in a Northwestern player into him. I think that was Raphael Edwards Jr., too.
Well, anytime I see the punter fall right now, I'm going to be a little gun shy. We had 2 roughing the punter penalties. 1 roughing, 1 roughing the punter, 1 running into the kicker last week that resulted in Arkansas Monticello keeping the ball 1st and 10. They went down and scored on both of those ensuing drives. Rangers get it this time, though. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Weed out of the shotgun. Hand off to Jake Payton. Starts to the left, cuts back to the middle, through the first wave of defenders and across the 30-yard line. Balls come out. Henderson's got it, but he was on the turf. Referees are not indicating that was a fumble in any way. And the Rangers will have it 2nd down. Only 2 left to go at the 30. So an 8-yard pickup for Jake Payton on 1st down. I like this. Yardage in big chunks.
No, it is. I mean, that's going to be important again tonight. And just the Rangers, just the feeling, overall feeling of is this so much better than the first 2 games this start, Matt, here in the first 4.5 minutes.
3-4 defense from the Reddies is out on the field. Weed is going to go play action. Loads up, going deep. He's got Garner down the far sideline. Incomplete, overthrew him there, but it was good coverage by the Reddies. Isaiah may have just kind of put that one out there. If Gavin can get to it, great. If not, it's going to float out of bounds. No harm, no foul. We'll go 3rd down and 2 from the 30-yard line.
Well, and I like the call on 2nd down to take a shot to Garner that time because you're already still, and you're going to be staring at 3rd down if you don't get it, but it is 3rd and short here. It's still an opportunity for the Rangers. Run the ball, pick up the 1st down.
One of the things we talked about the Rangers offense had been missing is stretching the field early, maybe get that defense loosened up a bit. Snap back to Weed, tight formation here. Hand off to Payton. Jake is going to pick a hole, head down and drive. He goes 1 yard, and that's going to be short. 4th down and 1 upcoming for the Rangers.
And that's the frustrating thing that happens right there. If you take that shot on 2nd down like that, you've got to pick it up on 3rd down, and Peyton just comes up a little bit short. Good stop by the Henderson State defensive line there to hold the Rangers on 3rd down.
I said Jacob Peyton, and I was correct in saying that, so we'll keep it. Rangers now are going to have to punt it away. Blake Humble, who's averaging 50 yards a punt this season after a tremendous punting season last year. Henderson's got too many men on the field. Snap is back. I think he got away in time. Blake Humble's punt will go high this time. Hangs it up there. Fair catch called for, made at the 31. So the Rangers, who started their drive at the 31, will give it off to Henderson, who will start their drive at the opposite 31 now. And that will kind of conclude that back and forth. The Rangers offense put a touchdown on the board in their first possession, had to punt away their second. Henderson has been stopped twice shy of midfield. They have not had a single snap in Ranger territory so far this game.
And again, Stameti hasn't looked great so far. You know, they've taken their shots. I think they've taken 3 deep shots, and he's missed on all of them. But the Ranger defense also has been right there with those wide receivers outside of that one where Johnson got away and he overshot him.
3 plays, 9 yards for the Rangers. No first downs on that series. Henderson on the field now. Snap back to Stameti. He will hand off up the middle. Now cutting left-hand side. The running back will get across the 30-yard line to the 31 before he's driven backward. It's Logan Moraney. Gosh, I'm gonna mess his name up. I'm gonna say it just a little different every time all day long, just to see if I can.
Well, he and Stameti actually collided on that handoff a little bit, but kind of bumped each other. So I mean, not a good start there for Henderson on first down, as Moraney doesn't pick up anything.
Moraney in the backfield again. 3 wides to the near side, 1 to the far side. They will now split. That's not Moraney this time. That is going to be Zach Newbell into that slot. Empty backfield for Henderson. Snap back to Stameti. Looking near side. Throws down the line. Incomplete. And a flag will come in this time. Tough coverage that time by Michael Thompson as he was asked to guard Dion Gray. And the referees, I believe, are going to come in with a pass interference call here.
I don't think there's any question at that time. He and Thompson and Gray were really kind of getting after each other. Thompson had his hands on him, so that was an easy call, especially with the official standing here at the 40 looking right at it.
Now, I will tell you this also. It is pass interference against the Rangers, Michael Thompson. I don't think that the Ranger coaches on the sideline agreed with that. Thompson got a big pat on the head. That play pushed him out of bounds. Gave him a pat on the head, a pat on the back as he ran back out onto the field initially. The Rangers will switch things up defensively now, and Thompson will come off. But I don't know that they feel like that was a completely one-sided pass interference.
No, and again, you may be right because, Thompson, again, he and the wide receiver both were kind of getting after each other that time. A lot of times you see the referees let that one go.
5 wide again for Henderson State. First down and 10, ball at the 41-yard line after the penalty. Snap back throw on a slant, incomplete, threw behind his intended target, and in fact, Dustin, that one nearly picked off. Trey Merritt there to lay a good hit on the receiver, let up on it at the last minute, which is a respectful thing to do, but the ball bounced kind of awkwardly back there, and any more distance on it, the Rangers may have had a quick pick right there.
Well, we've seen 2 slant routes, and both of them, one of them has been overthrown. This one was thrown behind him that time, and he was looking for Ethan Lazarick coming across the middle. So Stameti, again, not looking good here early here in the first 6 minutes.
New man in the backfield with Stameti this time. They'll move him from right to left. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Quick pass out to the flat. They are going to find... Goodness, who is that? Dion Gray out there. Completed pass. It was behind the line of scrimmage. Gray did a good job hustling down the sideline to get a couple of positive yards. Not nearly enough if you're Henderson, I would think. That's going to put them in a 3rd down and 8 situation. Pickup of just 2 on the completed pass play.
Again, good job by the Ranger defense that time. Allowed Darian Gray to catch that ball, but good job of stringing him out, pushing him near the sidelines, bringing up 3rd and long now here for the Reddies.
Cobra Jones is the halfback this time. Tight formation with 4 wideouts, not spreading the field by any means. Stameti out of the gun. 4 down linemen for the Rangers, and here comes some pressure. Stameti drops back, pocket collapsing on him. Pressure there. The Rangers are going to get him. That's a sack. Northwestern takes Stameti down, and first man in to make the stop was Dakota Driscoll. Got the initial hit. We'll see who they credit the sack to fully.
I think it is Driscoll who actually got that sack, though. On Stameti. And Matt, we know this from, we talked about it Wednesday on the show. Stameti's had some problems holding on to the football. Get some pressure on him like that. So you know that he's had quite a bit of pressure put on him, and he's been sacked quite a bit so far this season.
Stameti himself, not the Reddies, has had 6 fumbles this season. They've lost 3 of them. So he's had 3 in each game leading into this. And now the Reddies will have to punt on 4th and long. End over end punt, going to hit down at the 30, take a ready roll inside the 25, be down at the 23-yard line, and that's where the Rangers will take over 1st and 10. 3 times the defense has been asked to hold the Reddies. 3 times they have answered the call. Northwestern leads HSU by a score of 7-0. 7:14 left to play in quarter number 1. We will see what the Rangers' 3rd offensive series has in store.
And I'd like to see some more shots down the field. Not necessarily just have to be to Gavin Garner, but maybe some of these other wide receivers as well for Northwestern. I like seeing the Rangers try and stretch the field here in the first half because, again, you mentioned it. First 2 games, it was mainly in the second half where we saw that.
Weed out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers, 1 man in the backfield with him. He'll give it to Jake Payton. Going forward, big hole. Jake Payton across the 30, now the 40. It's a foot race at the 50. Payton winning as he goes downhill to the 30, down to the 20. A man's going to catch him inside the 10 and trip him up at the 3-yard line. Jacob Payton, wow. That was a track meet, and 2 more footsteps. He wins and gets to the zone.
Boy, and how about the offensive line just parted that hole right up the middle, and Payton took off. And, Matt, I thought he was going to score because, he took off away from that defense, but coming back to catch him was the DB, Malik Brown. Give him credit for that tackle for saving a touchdown. Rangers still, though, 1st and goal from the 3 now.
How about a 76-yard gallop for Jake Payton right there? That is an impressive run, young man. Sets the Rangers up 1st down and goal from the 2-yard line. 1 wide receiver split to the far side of the field. 2 men in the backfield, and now a timeout. I've got to believe this is the Reddies asking for a little mercy here early. Rangers lead 7-0, 6.5 to go in quarter number 1. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug right here on the Pulse 105.7.
Is it about time for your financial checkup? You wouldn't skip your medical checkup, so why skip out on checking where you're at financially? At E&J Financial, our educational approach takes the mystery out of investing, insurance, estate conservation, and preserving wealth. At E&J Financial, they are committed to offering complete objectivity and unbiased advice. They also strive to build long-lasting relationships with their clients, offering ongoing educational and guidance through your portfolio. So, if you're in need of a financial checkup, contact the experts because at E&J Financial, we are invested in your future.
Here at Bank Central, we pride ourselves on providing the technology you need to make your banking experience easier. Start by downloading our mobility app. It will make all your transactions quick and easy. The latest update allows you to block transactions on your Bank Central debit card, receive alerts, schedule transfers between accounts, and log in with your fingerprint using Touch ID. That's the latest on our newly updated mobility app. Download it today for free. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC. Visit us today at bcna.com.
Game on. Timeout over. 6.5 to go here in quarter number 1. Rangers with the lead. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Snap back to Isaiah Weed. Give to Jalen Williams. Head down. Contact at the line, and he will score. Jalen Williams into the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
Does not get any easier than that. All set up on the big, long run from Jacob Payton. Jalen Williams punches it in, and what a start for Northwestern now at 13-0. Chance to make it 14 with the extra point.
Wow. Well, Dustin, State Farm keys to the game. Score early and often. We seem to be following that. What if we'd have just done this every time?
I know. It does. It makes you wonder what happens if the Rangers start like this in the first 2 games if we win them.
Point after attempt is on the way. Kick is up. Looks good. Is good. Rangers now on top 14-0. 6:26 to go in quarter number 1. By the way, how about a 2-play 77-yard touchdown drive? 48 seconds. We'll take a break and be back. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug right here on the Pulse 105.7.
When you don't feel well, you want a doctor you know and trust. Dr. Linda McMurphy and Dr. Tim Newton at Great Salt Plains Health Center are pleased to meet the primary care needs for the communities where they were raised. Call 580-596-2800 as early as 7 a.m. Monday through Friday or late until 7 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday. Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance at all. Call 596-2800 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Linda McMurphy or Dr. Tim Newton and find out why so many others choose Great Salt Plains Health Center, Cherokee Cherokee, Medford, Enid, and Canton.
Are you in need of electrical work done at your home, farm, or business? Northwest Electric in Alva is your local and friendly contractor for all your electrical needs. Daryl, David, Tim, and Scott are fully qualified electricians with over 100 years of combined electrical experience. From new lighting options and troubleshooting to new construction or remodeling of your home or business, Northwest Electric is here to serve you beyond the call of duty. Northwest Electric is a proud supporter of Goldbug and Ranger athletics. Northwest Electric, where we don't want all the business, just yours.
Well, in fast-forward mode, we're going to go ahead and have that kickoff while we were still in break. It sails out of the back of the end zone, and the Reddies will take over on yet another touchback to start things off. 1st and 10 for Henderson State at the 25-yard line. The Rangers have taken 125 seconds, so let's see, what is that? Just over 2 minutes to score twice. It's taken us a total of 5 plays to get down the field. The first touchdown drive, 3 plays. 3 plays and 75 yards. The second one, 2 plays and 77 yards. Impressive for the Ranger O. Spametti out of the gun. Play action will throw over the middle. Incomplete. Flag coming in. Pass interference again. This one going to be tagged to the Rangers' second time today. I think it's Quishon Gray who's going to be called, trying to guard John Murray.
Yeah, it is. I mean, again, that was kind of an easy call. Had that left hand kind of hooked around the receiver that time and happened to be right in front of the official. So an easy call for him there. But, again, sometimes it's not too bad, but we're going to get a face mask, Matt.
Interesting. I didn't see that coming. I saw the pass interference, but apparently that hand wrapped around and got into the face mask area. So that one's going to be a 15-yarder. I think the pass interference would have been as well. Regardless of what the call is, it will move the sticks forward. 1st and 10 for the Reddies. They will now be set up on the 40-yard line in Reddy territory. So no plays on this drive. Already 15 positive yards to show for it, and the ball at the 40. Reddies have yet to have snapped the ball in Ranger territory. We'll see what the next 3 plays or so bring up. Spametti out of the gun, takes the snap, hand off to Marini, and he will travel across the 45, roll down at the 46, bring up 2nd down and 4 on just a pretty straightforward run right in the middle of the Ranger defense.
That's been one of the actually better plays from 1st down we've seen from Henderson State. Again, a lot of their 1st downs have come off of penalties by Northwestern, but there Marini was able to pick up 7, maybe 6-7 yards, bring up 2nd and short.
Want to give a big shout out to former Ranger quarterback Jake Streck listening to us today. We love it, Jake. Thank you. Snap back, hand off to Marini again. He will cross the midfield line across the 50 and be rolled down at the 47 in Ranger territory for the first time today. The Reddies are on the Rangers side of the field.
Well, interesting now. Henderson State here coming out throwing the football the first few drives. Now all of a sudden they've started to lean on the running game, which again is surprising. Henderson State coming into this was 11th in the conference in rushing the football, just averaging 3.1 yards per carry.
Logan Marini has got 140 rushing yards this season, no touchdowns, a 70-yard long. Snap back to Spametti. Spametti sets up, looking, throwing, long, complete at the 15-yard line. Wow, that one was a fantastic pass, and the patience from the quarterback paid off that time as they get inside the 10 to the 5, and they're going to go down at about the 3-yard line. That is Chase Lodry reeling in that pitch and catch, but the time that it took for that play to develop was incredible. His O-line protected him well, and credit Richard Spametti for the patience there as he will take this snap and flags come in. Play's going to be stopped dead.
I think Henderson State may have been moving a little bit early. Should be backed up 5 yards here.
Well, they have found some momentum of their own as they are a quick strike down the field. That was a huge pitch and catch right there from Spametti to Lodry, making his first catch of the day.
Again, it was a false start against Henderson State. Still back him up. They'll still be 1st and goal from, we'll call it the 9.
Boy, I had him inside the 5. I think the initial beanbag did too. They backed him all the way up to, like you said, Dustin, the 9-yard line. That was a 43-yard pitch and catch that set him up here 1st and goal. Snap back to Spametti. Hands off to Marini. Running behind some good blocking, and now he'll break left. Touchdown. Henderson State finds a hole. Marini started straight forward, Dustin, and you could see the cut. I mean, it was well carved out for him and just able to outrun the pursuing defense to that corner pylon. Nice play for Henderson. They are on the board for the first time today. 4:44 left to go in the first. It's 14-6 point after attempt coming up.
Yeah, you saw Marini hit the L1 button that time to bounce that one outside and able to get in just on the corner of the end zone.
Timo Martinez for the point after attempt for Henderson State. Snap is down. Kick is away. Nice high kick. Looks good. Is good. Henderson State's cut the lead in half. It's 14-7 Rangers. 4:44 to go. Your You're listening to Ranger Football right here on the Pulse 105.7.
The last thing you needed this week was car trouble, and you're too busy to find a trustworthy shop. K&K Body Works in Alva is the first-class choice. K&K Body Works is here to help you when life takes a wrong turn. Just come in, drop off your car, and we'll take care of the rest. From the estimate process to working with your insurance, our technicians will work to have your car looking as good as new. Real experiences with real people, a business you can trust. That's K&K Body Works, proud supporters of the Northwestern Rangers and the Alva Goldbugs.
When you don't feel well, you want a doctor you know and trust. Dr. Linda McMurphy and Dr. Tim Newton at Great Salt Plains Health Center are pleased to meet the primary care needs for the communities where they were raised. Call 580-596-2800 as early as 7 a.m. Monday through Friday or late until 7 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday. Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance at all. Call 596-2800 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Linda McMurphy or Dr. Tim Newton and find out why so many others choose Great Salt Plains Health Center, Cherokee, Medford, Enid, and Canton.
Horatio Smith will receive the kickoff at the 5-yard line, out across the 10, up to the 20, across the 30, and he'll be stopped shy of the 40. We'll see where they actually mark him down at. The big pile of special teams players, if you will, kind of blinded me for a second. So the Rangers are going to have good field position. A nice return from Smith right there.
That is. Horatio, again, you know how dangerous he and Justin Kane can be. Those are two big weapons for Northwestern on special teams, and it's huge when your offense can bring them out and you start in about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, I love watching those two guys back there because every time somebody kicks to him, I feel like this is going to be the one. Snap back, hand off to Jacob Payton, running to the right side, finds a hole across the 40, head down, flag comes in.
I think
that looks like it's going to be in the area where they typically call holding.
I think you're right. Probably out there on the right side, getting one of those Ranger receivers, and that is what's going to be. It's going to be a hold.
Gavin Gardner was out there, but the way that play moved out that direction, I don't think we would have had a vantage point to see who it was. Gardner was in the area. There were a couple of offensive linemen that had made their way out that direction also. But, man, those holding penalties, they will shoot you in the foot fast. The Rangers back up 10.
And that's already quite a few penalties. I believe now 3 or 4 on the Rangers here. Again, that was something we struggled with last week against Monticello. Really clean game in the opener against Ouachita Baptist. Rangers just continue to rack up penalty yardage, though.
Ball at the 25-yard line. We will hand off to Jake Payton, coming to the near side. Had a hole for a moment. Henderson filled it really well. Jake is only going to be able to pick up a couple of the yards we lost on that holding penalty. So from 1st and 20 to 2nd down and 18. Ball moves from 25. We'll call it 25-26. It was kind of in between, if you will. Now out to the 28-yard line. 2nd down and 18 to go on the scoreboard.
Yeah, one of the few better defensive plays from Henderson State here in the first quarter. Able to hold Jacob Payton to just maybe a couple of yards or so. And again, they're not very good on the season. They give up 240 a game rushing the football. In fact, players average 4.5 per carry.
Weed will send Justin Kane in motion. Play action. Isaiah sets in the pocket. Now, lots of protection. Isaiah is now starting to scramble. This is going to be good coverage downfield. Isaiah comes to the near sideline. One man to beat, takes a little bump on his way out. He'll scramble back to the 30-yard line. That'll give him 2 positive yards on that, and the Rangers only picked up 5 yards of the 10 that they lost on that holding penalty to bring up 4th down, and we'll call it a long 15, 16 yards here. Northwestern going to have to probably punt this one away. 3:28 left to go in quarter number 1. Rangers on top, 14-7.
Yeah, Isaiah Weed. Now here's a guy. I mean, you look at him, the way he's able to move into the pocket back there, kind of keep that play and extend it that time. Didn't allow the Rangers receivers weren't able to get open. Made a good decision though to tuck it and run.
I said 4th down. It's only 3rd down. The down marker had it wrong. So did I. Snap back, play action. Weed set in the pocket. Being pushed now. He will throw to the outlet. That's Jalen Williams. Pass hit him in the hands. Couldn't hold on to it. Got bumped right there at the point of contact with the ball. Incomplete at the 35-yard line. Would have been well short of a 1st down anyway. And the Rangers now will have to punt it away.
And again, that time going to Jalen Williams, really just had to do the check down. Nobody else open downfield. Henderson State, good coverage in the secondary that time, and forcing the Rangers, I believe, 3 and out here on their possession.
That is correct. Boy, that holding penalty, though, really stacks up big. 4th down and 16 for the Rangers. Blake Humble on to punt it away. He'll take the snap at the 15-yard line, punt it away at about the 20. Nice booming kick. That one's rolling downfield. Going to be fielded at the 30-yard line by Henderson State. Return to the 35, to the 35. 37 before the special teams unit can bring him to the turf, and the Reddies will be set up 1st and 10 at the, we'll call it the 38-yard line in Reddy territory.
Last drive for Henderson State, got the running game going, then took one of those shots downfield that we expected to see all night long. They're able to get their first points on the board. Now Henderson State coming back out offensively with a little momentum. Opportunity here for the Reddies now to tie this thing up with 2:55 to play in the first quarter.
4 or 5 times they've tried to stretch the field early in this game, and those have been incomplete passes, well guarded by the Rangers. The 5th one, I believe, finally hits its mark and sets the Reddies up for a score. 14-7, Rangers on top, 2:55. Stametti in the backfield takes the snap, handoff to Marini, and he will get across the 40-yard line down to the 41. A pickup of 3 will bring up 2nd down and 7 for Henderson State. So just a 1-2 punch between basically Richard Stametti and Logan Marini has been a relatively effective offense. The Rangers have held them in check all but one drive, and as a result, the scoreboard gives the Rangers a 1-up, 14-7. Stametti directing traffic, 3 wide receivers to the far side. Marini in the backfield with him. He'll take the snap, drop back, pocket holds well, throws downfield, has a man complete at the 35-yard line. He'll carry it across the 25 down to the 20. A diving tackle from Maurice Wright will hold him up. That was John Murray on the reception.
Again, Murray breaks open in the secondary, and Stametti hits him perfectly. At some point, Rangers are going to have to get a little pressure on Stametti. He's having a lot of time to sit back there and pick us apart.
Been sacked once, but they've gone 5 wide 2 or 3 times, and he's just had, like you say, plenty of time to survey the field. Also, the receivers starting to find some little creases in that coverage and some of those zones from the Rangers and open themselves up. Stametti will take the snap, hands off to Marini. He's going to try and get outside. Beats a tackler to the corner across the 20, downhill to the 15, and ushered out of bounds at the 13, call it the 12-yard line. Nice pickup there on 1st down for Henderson State, and they are set up really well now in the red zone. 2nd down and short. We'll call it 2 yards to go from the 12. So, lot of options in the playbook here, Dustin. 2nd and short inside the 15-yard line. You can take a shot. You can play a little conservative. Just everything's on the table, if you will. Snap back to Stametti. He will hand off coming near side. It's Marini on the run. Again, a diving tackle. Can't quite be pinned down by the Rangers. However, the corner that he turned didn't have much room with it. He will get the ball to the 11, a 1-yard gain there. Good job by the Rangers to stretch the field.
Yeah, they did. I mean, because now it brings up 3rd down and short, and you have to think they'll probably hand the ball off to Marini here again, or maybe sneak it.
Question will be if they don't make this as they try to do the QB sneak. It's Dakota Driscoll back there, gets a hold of Stametti and pulls him backwards. I don't think they got it.
No, I don't think he was anywhere close. In fact, he may have lost a little bit, Matt, the way you see on the official on the far side.
It looks like maybe he did give up a half yard or so. That's going to bring up 4th down. Well, now the question, from such a good position to such an awkward one, do you go for it here needing a yard, maybe a yard and a few inches, or make the safe play and kick the field goal? Henderson State says we're not here to play field goals. We're going to go for it. Stametti in the back, or in the gun. He's got Cobra Jones to his right, 4 wide receivers, and now Stametti will come to the line. Barks out a change to his offensive lineman back into the shotgun. Rangers defense adjusts accordingly. 4 down lineman. Northwestern coming. Pressure up the middle. He's going to throw to the flat, complete at the 10. Down to the 5. Slips a tackle into the end zone. Touchdown. Henderson State University. Man, that was a good-looking play, and Ben Johnson there to cap off the touchdown drive.
Yeah, a little surprising. I thought they might stay on the ground there, but they haven't had a whole lot of success on the short yardage. But, again, Ben Johnson busts off the tackle that time and walks into the end zone in the left corner, and all of a sudden we are tied now, and, Matt, we may be looking at an old-fashioned shootout here this evening.
This could be a great family day football game. Point after attempt on the way. It's up. It's good. The kickoffs have been quick, so will we be. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Pulse 105.7.
The Rusty Bucket Floral Design offers one-of-a-kind arrangements for weddings, funerals, holidays, and all those special occasions. The Rusty Bucket also offers delivery in Alva and the surrounding communities. They are offering pumpkins and mums in the fall, fresh greenery and poinsettias for Christmas, plus annuals and perennials in the spring. If you prefer indoor plants, they carry a variety of indoor plants for you to choose from. Rusty Bucket strives on giving you the best customer service. Call the Rusty Bucket at 580-327-5444 or stop by their location on the corner of 5th and Barnes in downtown Alva.
Looking to keep that beautiful summer tan through the fall and winter? Then you need to plan your visits to Exotic Heatwave and take advantage of our 24-hour tanning. No matter your schedule, Exotic Heatwave can give you access to Alva's best tanning facilities. In fact, all NWOSU students who present their student ID receive discounts on monthly tanning packages. Custom color spray tans are also available by appointment. Call Exotic Heatwave today at 580-327-4328 or stop by the salon at 1016 Noble in Alva. Keep that summer glow all season long with Exotic Heatwave.
Well, on a fast kickoff yet again, this was going to be fielded inside the 10-yard line by Horatio Smith. Starts up the field, now coming to the far side of the field, across the 30, across the 40, near midfield as he goes out of bounds, and a flag is down on the play at the 25-yard line. It happened behind the play. I saw the yellow floating through the air, Dustin. I did not see what the infraction might be. My guess would be a hold or a clip.
Yeah, that or it's going to be possibly a block in the back as well, too. So
good old-fashioned holding penalty will take some yardage off of that return from Horatio Smith. And, man, that hurts because Horatio had that one at midfield. So a short field will now become a challenge as that flag is laying at the 24-yard line. So,
yeah, I mean,
I believe it's 10 from the spot.
That's a tough break. I mean, you're looking at starting possibly right around at the 50-yard line. Now, all of a sudden, you're going to be backed inside your own 15 to begin this next drive. Really not what you wanted to see.
Referees will place the ball down officially at the 13-yard line for Northwestern, 1st and 10. The Rangers have scored on 2 drives so far. The totals for those 2 drives, it took 5 plays, 2 minutes and 5 seconds, 14 points. We will see if they can convert on their longest drive of the day if they score from here. Snap back to Isaiah Weed. He'll hand off to Jalen Williams. Going right across the 15, near the 20. He's going to be piled up there. Good run on 1st down.
Yeah, good carry from Williams. Seen him, again, be a nice breath of fresh air after Peyton comes out of the game. Williams has done a great job this season running the football. Good, strong, hard runner. And you saw it there picking up 5-6 yards on 1st down.
Rangers in fast-forward mode. Hand off to Jalen Williams coming this side this time, and he is not going to be able to bounce that one outside. In fact, has to try and cut up the middle. Got hit low right around the thigh and then just dropped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard picked up there. It'll bring up 3rd down and I think 4.
And I think
from
that's
the 20.
going to be the final play of the first quarter as well, too.
Looks like time has expired. 14 all here at Ranger Field. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Pulse 105.7.
Football season is upon us, and Holder Drug in Alva has everything you need to get ready for the 2018 season, especially when it comes to tailgating, because the two go together. So let Holder Drug help you with your football spirit with their 32-ounce Swig insulated cups with either Goldbug or Ranger color for $19.95, or choose both. They can also personalize the cup for $5 more. Holder Drug also offers OU and OSU Swig cups as well, so make sure to get to Holder Drug before the Rangers and Goldbug take off their season and let them help you with all your tailgating needs.
Is it about time for your financial checkup? You wouldn't skip your medical checkup, so why skip out on checking where you're at financially? At E&J Financial, our educational approach takes the mystery out of investing, insurance, estate conservation, and preserving wealth. At E&J Financial, they are committed to offering complete objectivity and unbiased advice. They also strive to build long-lasting relationships with their clients, offering ongoing educational and guidance through your portfolio. So, if you're in need of a financial checkup, contact the experts, because at E&J Financial, we are invested in your future.
Welcome back live to Ranger Field. Second quarter action about to kick off. It's 14-14, Northwestern and Henderson State. The Rangers have had the lead virtually all game long. HSU able to tie it up now. Snap back to Isaiah Weed on 3rd down. He is going to take off and run. Gets out across the 20, stopped short of the 25, and a flag comes in.
And again, right in the position where you see probably a hold here against the Rangers. And if it is, that's a killer, because it looked like Weed may have picked up a Community Bank 1st down. But
I think he had it. Jamar Morris looks to be guilty. He's kind of the guy holding his hands out there going, what'd I do? Well, apparently, from at least an official's perspective, had a hold of somebody. So, man, the holding penalties, that is the 3rd holding penalty for Northwestern. That is going to be 10 yards from the spot. So from 3rd and short, Dustin, to 3rd and long. Wow.
It is. Now it makes it, play call obviously a lot tougher here. You expect to pass, but a lot of times you see in this situation where teams just want to get some yardage for their punter, could see a draw play here to Jalen Williams.
Ball's going to be put at the 10. That makes it 3rd and 13, I think. Rangers would have to get the ball to the 23, actually across the 23, short of the 24, to convert this 1st down. One man in the backfield for Isaiah Weed as he takes a snap. He will roll to his left, sets up now looking downfield, has a wide receiver out here. He will throw. It is incomplete. Nice defense by the Reddies. They had two guys in coverage and a safety come in over the top to lay a hit on the intended target, who I think was
Antonio Franklin.
That's what I got too.
He came over, made a nice play because it looked like had Morris over here near the sidelines at about the 35. He doesn't come up with that hit. Morris may pull that one in.
Boy, Jamar, even for being in coverage, two guys right there with him, almost made that catch. I mean, that would have been a fantastic conversion for the Rangers, but well played defensively by Henderson State. And now a flag down. Northwestern's got an illegal substitution as we got a guy jogging off of the field way late. That's Jesse Harris, the O-lineman. Didn't get out for the punt team in time.
Boy, and you're already going to have great field position for Henderson State. Now you're going to get even better because now Humble's all of a sudden, he's going to be standing near the back of the end zone.
And the thing that kills you here is it was 3rd down and 2, and Isaiah Weed had picked up the necessary yardage for the first down. And now we're going to go back to 4th down and 13, call it 15 yards, give or take, and punting out of the very back of our own end zone. Snap back to Humble. He will get this one off. Didn't get to put a lot behind it. It will 35 across the 40 to the 45. It will roll just shy of midfield. Henderson will have it in Ranger territory at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Reddies. So an offensive series that goes the wrong way for the Rangers results in less than a half field for the Reddies offensive unit that has been picking up momentum as the first half has bled on.
No, they really have. Let's take a look at a quick statistic so far through this one, brought to you by McDermott and Associates Insurance. Again, score 14 all, 9 first downs for Henderson State, 4 Community Bank Ranger first downs for Northwestern. Northwestern already with 144 yards rushing, 52 for Henderson. Passing yards, 104 Henderson, 27 for the Rangers. Total plays, 24 for Henderson State, 12 for Northwestern for 171 yards. And again, Northwestern has punted now 3 times. Henderson State now 3 times.
Best start the Rangers have had all season as far as points in the first quarter and points in the first half. Tied the mark for the total season already in this game, 14. However, a little bit of a lull there at the end of quarter number 1. We'll see if the Rangers' offensive momentum can come back here in quarter number 2 before we go to halftime. Stametti in the shotgun. He's got Maraney behind him. Takes the snap. Fakes the give to Maraney. He will roll right, throwing, intercepted almost. That one in and out of the basket to the old Northwestern secondary back there. Great coverage by the Ranger D. Nearly an interception. That was Aaron Barnes who jumped that route and made a great play on the ball.
Boy, that was one that Aaron Barnes, you got to come up with that one, I think. Stametti threw it, and Aaron Barnes had such great coverage when the receiver turned around. That's one that Aaron Barnes comes up with that one. I mean, I think we're talking he's going back the other way.
Ideal position defensively against Doug Johnson, the wide receiver. 2nd down and 10 now from the 49. Stametti will take the snap. Late, a little delayed draw. Cobra Jones has some running room. He'll get across the 45-yard line, downhill to the 44, make it the 43. That is a 7-yard pickup. 3rd down and 3 upcoming now for Henderson State. Cobra Jones, great patience there. That was a good, well-executed delayed draw.
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen them run that delay handoff that time, picking up about 6-7 yards. Now brings up 3rd and short.
2 wideouts to the near side. Stametti in the gun. 1 man behind him. It's Cobra Jones. Rangers got 5 men down on the line. They will hand off to Jones straight forward. He will be stopped at the 41-yard line. 2 yards short of a first down, guys. And this is where football happens. 4th and 2 for the Reddies in Ranger territory.
I don't think there's any question. If you're Coach Scott Maxfield, I think you're going here. I'm a little surprised.
They looked like it. They had Stametti out there, and now they will pull him off with 20 seconds left on the play clock and run the punt unit out. So they were at least debating it and have made I don't know if it's going to be the right call, but definitely the safe call here. They will try and punt, or at least be in punt formation. The Rangers are going to play this punt safe. Snap back. Kick is away. Booted at the 50-yard line. High spiraling punt. Not a lot of depth. It's going to go out of bounds. Tried to get it into that corner, but he kicked it out of bounds. In fact, it hit just behind the advertising sign, so the field officials will walk this one up a little ways. Had it down at about the 15. They will take it up to the 20, and that's where the Rangers will take over. So 4th and 2, they punt it away, Dustin. Maybe that's a gift. We'll see what the Ranger O can do with it.
God, I seem to think so. I'm a little surprised that, the way Henderson State has run the ball fairly well in the first half here to the second quarter. A little surprised they did not go for that one and try and take the lead on that last drive. But obviously the idea would be to pin them deep, but, not a great punt that time from Henderson State, so the Rangers get the ball at the 20.
Well, Isaiah Weed and company fallen off just a bit on the offensive momentum. Penalties have been a big part of that, holding penalties especially. Weed will take the snap, play action, throws near side, complete at the 24-yard line, out across the 25, down to the 30 downhill, or uphill, 32 is where the Rangers will be held up. Making the reception that time, Miles Mitchinson. First time we got to call his name in a little while, but nice little pass and catch right there. Good enough for a Community Bank first down as the Rangers move the sticks. Line of scrimmage now the 36-yard line. Weed out of the gun. Two wide receivers to the far side. Gavin Garner in motion. Weed takes the snap, fakes to give to Jalen Williams. Pocket holds. Weed wants to throw over the middle. Had Gavin Garner out there. Had to put a little bit of air on that one to get it where he wanted it, and the float ended up being just a bit too much. Led his wide receiver a little too far. I said Garner. It was actually Miles Mitchinson was his target again, and man, just out of the grasp.
They did. He had Mitchinson there over the middle as well, and again, kind of had to take a second look at that when he wanted to throw it and to readjust his throwing that time from Isaiah Weed, and that's why he missed him.
3 down linemen for the Reddies. They will creep a linebacker up to the line of scrimmage, and now another comes in. Looks like they could try to bring some pressure here as Isaiah will take the snap, hand off to Jalen Williams, starts to the right, now goes back left. Guys in the backfield. He'll spin away from the first tackle, go down to the second, and Williams will give up 1-2 on that one, and a flag comes in late. Got a Ranger down on the field holding the knee, and a flag that came in late after the play at the 35-yard line. Ranger down on the field right now is Jamar Morris. So while the training staff comes out to talk to Morris, we'll see what the officials' call is as they discuss. We'll take a quick time out for the injury and be right back. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva on the Pulse 105.7.
Are you in need of electrical work done at your home, farm, or business? Northwest Electric in Alva is your local and friendly contractor for all your electrical needs. Daryl, David, Tim, and Scott are fully qualified electricians with over 100 years of combined electrical experience. From new lighting options and troubleshooting to new construction or remodeling of your home or business, Northwest Electric is here to serve you beyond the call of duty. Northwest Electric is a proud supporter of Goldbug and Ranger Athletics. Northwest Electric, where we don't want all the business, just yours.
Welcome back. Jamar Morris comes off the field. He was helped off a little, but managed to get himself to the sideline for the most part. He'll be looked at by the training staff over here. He's standing, so that's a good sign there. They are going to call offsetting unsportsmanlike penalties against Northwestern and against Henderson State. So the result of that flag will be nothing for the Rangers. And after the 2-yard loss on the run by Jalen Williams, it will bring up a 3rd and call it 13 for the Rangers. So really a long 12 by the sticks, but we'll round. 12:08 left to play here in the first half. It's 14-14 all at Ranger Field. Northwestern's offense has the ball at the 34-yard line in Ranger territory. A lot of field in front of them, and a 3rd and 13 upcoming. Weed takes the snap, looks left, now back right. Little wide receiver screen in the works on the far side of the field. It's a completed pass, but it will only get back to what was the original line of scrimmage. A 2-yard gain there on 3rd down brings up 4th and 10 for the Rangers.
Yeah, not a great possession that time for Northwestern. Henderson State's defense, Matt, they were on their heels those first 2 drives, but they've settled down into this game and started to play pretty well outside those first 2 drives.
Northwestern had limited Henderson to a first down on each of their first 2 drives and no more. Now Henderson has got 9 first downs in the game, just 5 for the Rangers. Northwestern with 142 rushing yards, 60 for Henderson State. Blake Humble on to punt this one away. A lot more room for this punt. He'll go rugby style, kicks it away at the 25-yard line. High winding kick headed downhill. That's going to be fielded, not fair caught at the 25-yard line. They'll return it, then going the wrong direction to the 20, down to the 18, and the Rangers will stack them up down there. Wow, a negative yardage return for Henderson State. That is a bonus for the Rangers.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Darian Gray that time was trying to reverse his field and get more extra yardage. Well, it turns out he lost about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Good special teams play by Northwestern to pin Henderson State now inside the 20.
So here we go. Ranger defense asked to do it one more time, Dustin. One of the things that the Ranger defense hasn't come up with a ton this year is turnovers. Had one in the first game, did not force Arkansas Monticello to turn the ball over any. It would be great to get that tradition started again, and I can't think of a better spot in the game than right now.
It was, and both teams actually are not good at getting turnovers. You look at it, Henderson State's -3 on their turnover margin. Same thing for Northwestern. The Rangers are -3 as well so far the first 2 games of the season.
You know what? Just because I'm thinking about him, and I understand we're having a little bit of a technical issue, occasionally digitizing out. That's just going to be the internet connection signal that we're working with. It's wet up here on days like this. It kind of causes some problems with things in that nature. A guy that knows a lot about that is Jesse Klein. He's a technical consultant and legal conciliary for the Ranger Sports Network. And in memory of our good friend who's been here with us so many times, let's go to the sideline to Jesse Klein. And there it was, in memory. Jesse, I hope you're listening, buddy. Thank you for the help with the tech stuff.
Well, and we know the Henderson State guys are having a little bit of a problem as well. We had to help them out
that
with pregame.
Before the game. So hopefully we can stay with you. If not, we'll make some adjustments. Figure it out. 11:05 left to go in the first half. It's 14 all here, and the Reddies have the ball. Snap back to Stameti. Steps up in the pocket, throws under pressure. This one's a long pass downfield. He's got a guy, but man, he just overthrew him. A bit too much float on that one, but wow, that would have been a great little foot race, right?
That was. Chase Lodry that time had beaten the defender, and Stameti again misses long. We've seen him miss long 3 or 4 times this evening. And again, that was one. It was 6 points going the other way if he hits him in stride.
Humidity's a little different down here in the bowl than it is up there in Arkadelphia. Maybe that's the air underneath the ball, if you will. And on the coverage that time was Eric Cook, and you're right, Lodry had a step on him. Cook was closing the gap quickly, but that one could have been a nice little pitch and catch. Snap back to Stameti after the long pass. They'll try and run up the middle. No dice, sir, as the Rangers stop him at the line and drive him backwards. That was Logan Marini on the carry, and that was all 3 of the Ranger front linemen right there to the left side, center, and tackle. Right side, nose guard, and tackle, all converging on that one to say no, sir. In fact, they'll lose a yard, nearly 2 on that. Brings up third down and a long 11. So here we go. Long snap. Countess Stameti takes the snap. He will throw far side of the field. Man in coverage. Wow, did he make that catch? You got to be kidding me. That was absolutely incredible. And the flag comes in. It was Aaron Barnes in coverage. That was a hotly contested ball. I still have no idea how Doug Johnson came away with it. What an incredible catch.
Yeah, and Stameti makes a great throw that time. Really the only place. He put it where only his receiver could go get it. Because, again, Barnes was right there in coverage. But what a catch that time from Doug Johnson. And again, I think the flag is going to be a pass interference against Northwestern.
They are going to decline that one and keep the result of the play, which was Doug Johnson goes, I don't know, magic is all I can think of for that one. I don't know how that ball got through Aaron Barnes and then how Johnson managed to keep a hold of it.
And those are the ones that's going to hurt because it's 3rd and long that time and you give up a big pass play for another first down.
Well, the defense needs to see this as a challenge and not a letdown. We'll see what they do here as Stameti fakes the give. Quarterback keeper going far side. He'll scramble for a handful of yards. First time we've seen Stameti run the ball. I don't know that he is a fleet-footed guy. I don't think he's slow, but I don't think he's going to burn the daylight out of you with the wheels down there. However, well executed quarterback keeper to the outside, picks up 5 yards, cuts the distance in half second and 5 as the Reddies are at the 48, 2 yards shy of midfield.
Yeah, that play's going to work, I think, one time. Rangers not ready for it. So, I mean, it does positive yardage, though, for the Reddies. They pick up 5.
Stameti out of the gun yet again. Hands off to Marini, and he will get across. Nope. Be shy of midfield, but just shy. He'll pick up 2 and put the ball just in front of the 50-yard line. The nose of it might be right on it. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Reddies. Man, math is escaping me today. 9:16 left to play in half number 1. It's 14 all. Reddies have the ball and they're driving.
It'll be interesting to see what Henderson State does here. We've seen this on a few times here this evening on 3rd and shorts where they've just decided to go ahead and throw the ball instead of handing it to Marini. We'll see if they do it here.
3 targets to the near side. 1 man in motion now from near to far. That's from left to right across your radio dial. Stameti takes the snap. He will throw. That's high and incomplete. No dice. Had one receiver kind of in an under route where that ball was thrown, one to the top side of it, and he almost laced it between the 2 of them, if you will. Couldn't tell exactly which one of those 2 it was meant for, as it just kind of floated right there in the gap.
Well, and that's where Stameti has struggled most of the night, has been the intermediate route. He's hit obviously some long balls, he's missed those as well too, but the intermediate route is where Stameti has really struggled this evening.
The slant seems like he's been behind it all night long. I agree. However, when he airs the field, man, he's dangerous. Justin Kane back to return the punt as the Reddies Reddies are forced to kick it away. He will field this ball at the 10-yard line, and here he goes out across the 15, catches a nice block to the 20. Now gets outside to the 30, upfield to the 35, across the 40. Here goes Justin Kane. Hurdle at the 45-yard line. Oh, you got to be kidding me. One man brought him down in the Reddies territory at the 43-yard line. What a punt return by Justin Kane, and he was just a fraction of a second late hitting that hurdle button, or that's a touchdown.
Esperanza, the punter that time, is the one who brings him down. And Matt, when he crossed the middle of the field and broke away from the defense or the special teams unit that time, I thought he was gone. I didn't think there's any way the punter would get to him, but the punter just getting a little hand on him, but still an explosive play by Justin Kane, and we've seen him do it all season.
I'm going to tell you right now, that was the most classic example of a punter tackle you will ever see. Complete sellout dive at the legs, come up with anything you can, and he got just enough of Justin Kane to trip him up. Rangers have the ball, first down and 10 at the 43-yard line in Ready territory. Short field for Isaiah Weed and company. We'll see if the momentum continues. They will hand off. Jalen Williams starts left, cuts back right. He'll get to the 41 and be stopped. That's a gain of 2. We'll call it 3 for the Rangers. Second down and 7 upcoming. What a football game we've got going on in front of us here at Family Day. Don't forget to join us in the Regal Oilfield Supply halftime show. We're going to talk to Caleb Mossberg about the fun and the family activities going on today. We've also got the E&J Financial Trivia question for you coming up at halftime. 8:10 to go here in half number 1. 14 all Rangers driving. Weed in the gun, calling for the snap, fakes the give to Jalen Williams. Isaiah will keep it. And this one, a design quarterback run, it looked like, but the Reddies sniffed it out well. Isaiah had nowhere to go. In fact, he'll go out of bounds 1, 2, 3 yards behind the original line, which is a 5-yard loss on that rush for Isaiah Weed. And again, just nowhere to go. Third down and long upcoming now, 3rd and 13 for the Rangers.
Yeah, one of the few run plays that hadn't worked successfully here tonight as Henderson State strung that one out. We just nowhere to go, had to get out of bounds. But yeah, it brings up now a tough 3rd and 13. Rangers have put themselves into quite a few 3rd and longs here as of recent.
Boy, it just seems like all the momentum they had early has gone from the Ranger little things, penalties, and then that time a play that goes the wrong direction have really halted what the Rangers had done early. Play action pass for Weed near sideline. He's got Gardner down there diving for it. Can't make the grab. Well covered that time by the Reddies defense. It was C.J. Jones in coverage on Gavin Gardner. Gardner had a step, and we've seen him make a layout diving catch exactly like that a week ago. This time comes up just a little short. So 4th and long, the Rangers will have to punt this one away. That is unfortunate. However, an opportunity for a real show here. Blake Humble is a fantastically talented punter. He could do something really, really nasty inside the 20-yard line with this one. We'll see where it goes. He'll take the snap on the 40, rugby style, kicks it away, end over end, and bouncing high at the 20. The Reddies will leave it alone. As it goes to take a ready bounce, it hits a Ranger player. They'll down it at the 10, but the referees are going to move it up to, what's that look like to you, Dustin? The 14 or so is where the Reddies will have it. So not bad. Got a punt inside the 20. Blake Humble did his job.
Yeah, he does. And I mean, he's done it all season long. I believe that's 3 punts now for Blake Humble that he's placed inside the 20 so far in the 2018 season.
Not only did he get a punt inside the 20, he also kicked that one away, placed it just so that there was no chance for a ready return. So excellent work by the special teams unit there. The Reddies are pinned back at the 14-yard line in their own territory. 7-11 left to go in the first half. A tie ball game, 14 all. Sept will be out of the shotgun. He's got Marini in the backfield with him. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. 4 down linemen for the Rangers, and then the defensive secondary stretched a little thin. They will hand off to Marini. Looking for a hole, gets right up behind his offensive lineman, coming to just the left side, if you will. A couple yards, but not much doing there for the Reddies.
No, since Henderson State has tied this game up, Matt, both defenses have really started to kind of bear down a little bit and made it a little bit tougher on both offenses.
It has slowed both teams. You're right. The momentum, the offensive prowess, if you will, that we saw from the Rangers early and the Reddies a little later has started to slip away. Defense is getting awfully stout here as the first half drags on. Man in motion for Sept as he will take the shotgun snap, drops in the pocket, can't get his feet set. He's going to be flushed. Going to the far side of the field, he will throw this one in the direction of the Reddies coaching staff, who didn't manage to come up with the catch. Incomplete, out of bounds, and that's going to bring up third down and 7 for the Reddies.
Yeah, his nearest receiver was Darian Gray, but that's one where Stemetti just kind of had to get rid of that one, live to fight another day on this next possession on a third down. Good job by the Rangers. Get some pressure. Stemetti has been better when he's obviously been in the pocket, not as successful when he has to scramble outside of the pressure.
Intended target that time was Scott Maxfield from Louisiana Tech. Graduated in 1984. Serves as the head coach for the Reddies now. Stemetti out of the gun, takes the snap, looks right, delay, draw again. They'll hand off to Marini. Finds a hole, but it's quickly closed up by the Rangers. Got across the line of scrimmage and not much more. A yard or two will bring up a 4th and long situation. Call it 4th down and 6 for the Reddies. They're going to have to punt this one away.
Yeah, interesting play call that time with the delay. Rangers were ready that time, though. Able to limit that to a minimal game, bring up 4th down now. Should get some fairly good field position out of this as well.
I like that they run that delay a little bit. It at least tells me that the Rangers are getting a really good initial upfield push. That delay a lot of times can kind of let those guys slide by, open up some holes, but the Rangers have been able to shut it down. Punt is away. Justin Kane will wisely let this one go over his head. He maybe could have picked it up to save a few yards, but I'm glad he didn't. I'd rather have the ball than the potential fumble. That one went over Kane's head at about the 33-yard line, took a nice big ready hop into to about the 20 and then rolled dead at the 16, and that's where the Rangers will have it. 5:39 left to go in the second quarter. It's 14-14. Northwestern's offensive unit looking for a little bit of that spark they had earlier, but the Reddies have stalled as well. So after both teams able to put 2 touchdowns up, it's just been kind of trading possessions for the last half or a little bit more of this second quarter so far.
Outside of Jacob Payton's big long run that he had to set up that touchdown, he's kind of been bottled up since then. We'll see if the Rangers can get back to that ground game they love so much.
Haven't seen him much as far as runs since then. This will be a play action pass to the near side, complete to Horatio Smith. He'll catch it at the 20, go out of bounds at the 23. Nice little pitch and catch there from Weed to Smith. A good quick hit for 7 yards. Brings up second down and 3 for the Rangers. 5:21 on the clock, 14-14. Rangers looking to start something else on this drive late here in the second quarter. It's going to be Weed out of the back, out of the gun. Fakes the give to Jake Payton. Weed will roll left this time. Sets up, pressure coming. Dumps it off to Jamar Morris. Complete at the 24-yard line, and he'll carry it out across the 30 before he goes out of bounds at the 32.
And Rangers pick up another Community Bank first down. Had been a while since their last first down, but they do pick up one here. See if they continue that momentum on this drive.
Well, same kind of thing to the opposite side this time. Just a quick pass out into the flat. That one took a little bit more development. Weed went through the progression, if you will, check down all the way to Morris, who was the safety valve. But back-to-back completions give the Rangers, like you said, a Community Bank first down. Handoff to Jake Payton. Nice hole at the line of scrimmage. Slips a tackle at the 40-yard line. Here goes Payton into the defensive secondary across the 45, and he'll be knocked down just shy of midfield. The tackle that time made by the Reddies. See if I can find that number. Honda Bullock.
Boy, to get Payton just tough to bring down. Looked like he was only going to get maybe 6 or 7 when he carried that football, but just busted away from 2 of those Reddy defenders and able to pick up another Community Bank first down for the Rangers.
Well, I like it. Jacob Payton may be the spark that they've needed. It's been big plays from Jake Payton that have set up both touchdowns. It was a little run that he hit him for about 7-8 yards that set up the big pass downfield for the Rangers' first touchdown. And then the second touchdown, of course, Jacob takes it 73 yards down the field, tackled at the 2, and the Rangers able to punch it in. Incomplete pass for the Rangers on first down. It'll bring up second down and 10 as Weed was looking to the far side of the field, just couldn't come up with a receiver, or the receiver just couldn't come up with that ball, excuse me. 4 wide receivers in the setup for Weed this time, 1 man in the backfield. It's still Jacob Payton. Isaiah calling for the snap. They'll give it to Jacob coming near side. Defender got through the line, and Jake had to just stretch that play out to the sideline. Got what he could, which was back to the line of scrimmage. So, ouch.
Yeah, that was Cameron Sagne, the leading tackler for the Henderson State Ready defense. Probably their best defensive player, able to string that play out, make it pretty difficult on Payton. Had nowhere to go, just had to get out of bounds.
3rd and 10 now for the Rangers. 2 yards shy of midfield. They're at the 48 in their own territory, but facing a 3rd and 10. little bit of a longer discussion getting this play in. O-line still talking about it a bit. Weed is set up. He's got 3 wide receivers out here this time. Jalen Williams in the backfield. Isaiah sends a man in motion. It's Gavin Gardner from right to left. Isaiah will take the snap, fakes the give to Williams. Pressure coming. Gets it out to Jamar Morris. Caught shy of midfield at the 48. He will take it across the 50 to the 46. Make it the 47 in Ready territory before he gets out of bounds. A good completion there, but not enough for the first, and the Rangers will face 4th down.
Well, a little surprised that Morris didn't try and cut that one upfield. I mean, because he was a long ways from getting that first down. I mean, I like the call on the crossing route, but Morris that time just stepping out of bounds instead. Maybe I thought he maybe could have got a few more yards upfield, then maybe give Matt Walter a decision to go for it on 4th down, but nonetheless, the Rangers left a punt.
That play didn't look like that was the designed look they were going after. I think Morris was a check down option that Isaiah saw late. Able to make the catch. Good completion, but like you said, just short. 4th down and call it 5. We will punt it away. This is not Blake Humble back to punt. Snap is back. Punt is away. Chase Lodry will be the receiver. Takes it at the 15-yard line. He is going to be wrapped up, hit immediately. Got to the 16 before he was planted by a host of Ranger tacklers.
I think it was Trey Merritt, too. Good coverage downfield. I'm really surprised Lodry that time didn't just call for a fair catch because he wasn't going anywhere. Good special teams play there for Northwestern.
That was Brendan Brown that punted that one. Listed as a kicker punter, 6'4", 240-pound sophomore from Choctaw, Oklahoma. Rangers have stopped the Reddies, or set them up, downed them at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10, Henderson State. Stemeti on the snap, 1 man in the backfield. He'll give it to Marini, who is hit at the line of scrimmage. Doesn't go down. Manages to fall forward. A gain of 2 there. Nice shot delivered by the Rangers on that 1st down run play from the Reddies as they try and attack right up the middle. That will bring up 2nd down and 10. Yard marker has it as 3rd and 10. Me and him not on the same page today. There we go. Somebody said, hey, wrong one. Pulled too many of those little levers down. Dakota Driscoll late into coverage on the field. Ranger defense will switch up a bit to corral this 4-wide set for the Reddies. Snap back to Stemeti. Got time. Throws over the middle. Complete at the 30-yard line. Brought down there. Tackle initially made by Eric Cook. Helped out by one of his fellow defenders. I couldn't catch a number on the second one.
I think that was John Murray who made the catch that time for the first down. One of the better throws from Stemeti. Again, struggled those intermediate routes. That one able to put it right on the numbers for Murray for a 1st down for the Reddies.
Tell you, he hit Murray with that ball so hard in the chest, I think it just about became a tattoo. Had a little mustard. Stemeti, 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field, takes the snap, drops back, pressure coming. He'll escape out of the pocket, now running near side, got the ball at the 30, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds, taken to the ground across the 30 at the, call it the 32, 33-yard line. Solid hit, everything fair on that one. Caught him inbounds, had the wrap up going, and then the result of the tackle just finished out of bounds. It wasn't taken down out of bounds by any means. No flags on the play, and there should have been. 2nd down now, and we'll call it 4 for the Reddies as they have the ball at the 38, 37-yard line. Still in their own side of the field. Snap back to Stemeti. Wants to pass. Gets a little unsettled. Flushes from the pocket. Goes far side. Complete to Cobra Jones out there. Running back out in the flat. Didn't have anybody with him. The Rangers closed quickly, but not quick enough. Reddies have a 1st down as they'll move the chains and position themselves at the 43-yard line.
Yes, Stemeti again rolling to his right. Just a swing pass out to Jones. Jones able to pick up the 1st down. Good coverage downfield for Northwestern, not allowing the deep ball. Forgot about those underneath routes, though.
Reddies are 57 yards from the end zone. 1:41 left to play in the first half. Stemeti wants to throw deep. Does. Incomplete. Had a jumping wide receiver that he just couldn't connect with. It was Chase Lodry who went up to try and grab that one. Couldn't pick it out of the air. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yes, Stemeti missed him that time as Lodry was open over the middle field right at about the 40-yard line. But, again, misses high on that throw, does Stemeti.
Good coverage for the Rangers, though. Hadn't really given up much. There wasn't a whole lot of room between defender and receiver there. Well-placed ball just out of the grasp of Lodry. 1:37 on the clock here as we wind down to halftime. Stemedi in the gun again. Takes the snap. Pump fake to the near side. Sets up in the pocket. Throws opposite way. Incomplete. Flag coming in. Pass interference. Man, those hurt. Aaron Barnes going to be guilty this time.
Yeah, it is. That's going to be tough for Northwestern. Again, another penalty, racking up quite a few penalty yards. I believe that's the second or third pass interference penalty. Now we'll move the Reddies into Ranger territory. Still with 1:32 to go. Reddies also still have 2 timeouts.
Difficult to see on a play like that for Aaron Barnes if that ball might have been caught or not. The pass interference was there's no doubt. But I thought that ball was thrown just a little high and outside. It would have been a very tough catch to make even without the interference. Would have brought up 3rd and 10. Instead, the Reddies will take 15 yards. 1st and 10 in Ranger territory from the 44-yard line. Stemedi in the gun. One man in the backfield with him. I think it's Cobra Jones. Stemedi will take the snap. Drop back, quick throw. Over the middle. Incomplete. And the Rangers have just crushed a Reddy wide receiver. That was a tremendous blow. Delivered by the Rangers secondary. Trying to see, I think it was Quashawn Gray that delivered the hit and John Murray that took it.
Yeah, big hit that time from Gray. Murray's going to come out of the game for a second after that hit.
Man, I would have too. That's one of those that shake your teeth loose. Ouch. 1:29 left to go in half number 1. 14-14 tie. Stemedi in the gun. One man in the backfield is Cobra Jones. 4 wideouts, and they will rush the field. Delayed draw. Cobra Jones has the room at the 40, across the 30, headed downfield, and he will dive short of the 25-yard line to the 26. Flag down, I thought.
Yeah, there is a flag thrown down at the 40-yard line. I think this one's coming back. I think it's going to be a hold.
They just indicated a hold against the Reddies. I think that's the first one of those we've seen on their team this today.
Yeah, we've had plenty of holding calls on us. Finally, the Reddies are flagged for holding.
Boy, that couldn't have come at a better time. That was a huge gain from Cobra Jones. Would have had the Reddies set up 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line in Ranger territory with 1:22 left on the clock here in the first half. Instead, it will be 2nd and 16 from the 50. Clock running, 1:20 to go here in half number 1. The Reddies half a football field from the end zone. Stemedi out of the shotgun. Cobra Jones in the backfield. Tight formation with 4 wide receivers this time. Takes the snap, drops back. Lots of time. Sets up, throws across the middle, incomplete. Rangers in good coverage that time. Providing that defense was Cam White. I didn't really see the receiver being open there, but a good job from Ryan Stemedi to put that where only his guy had a shot at it. So the Reddies offense continues to try to find some life here. 3rd down and 16 from the 50. 1:06 to go in the first half. We're all tied up at 14. Rangers playing some deep cover here as they will roll to the halfback out in the flat. Completed pass, puts it on the ground. Recovered by the Rangers. Here we go. Defense has it. Northwestern's got it at the 50-yard line. That was a recovered fumble by Maurice Wright. A tremendous hit delivered by somebody in the secondary. Trey Merritt was in that zip code, but I didn't see if it was him that popped it loose. Nevertheless, Mo Wright picks it up, and Dustin, he's a stumble away from taking that one to the house.
Yeah, that was Quare Hall on the catch that time on the outside. I think he just lost control of it, Matt, and just dropped that one. That's the 3rd-string tailback that it came in for Henderson State, his first appearance, but what a huge turnaround now here. Still with a minute left to go. Rangers in great field position after the fumble recovery. The second one of the season now for Maurice Wright.
Boy, and those are the types of plays that can give the offense a little extra spark. 57 seconds, half a field to go. We'll see if Isaiah Weed and the Rangers can punch it in. Snap back. Give to the tailback. It's going to go across the 50, downhill shy of the 45. The Rangers will pick up 3 on 1st down. Clock continues to run. On the carry, that time for Northwestern was Tyson Gatewood.
And I think we're getting a timeout from Northwestern.
Looks as though we will. We'll join them in the break. You're listening to Ranger Football right here on the Pulse 105.7. Is your flooring boring and outdated? Then you need to contact Pettit's House of Carpet in Alva, Oklahoma today. Pettit's has it all. Hardwood, porcelain, LVT, ceramic, and rugs in all the best name brands. Let the experts at Pettit's help you find the perfect color, pattern, texture, and style for your home or business. What are you waiting for? Don't just settle for any old flooring. Get the experts. Get Pettit's House of Carpet today. Come see them at 1128 College Boulevard in Alva, or schedule your consultation by calling 327-3044. That's 327-3044. Pettit's House of Carpet, where we put quality first.
Football season is upon us, and Holder Drug in Alva has everything you need to get ready for the 2018 season, especially when it comes to tailgating, because the two go together. So let Holder Drug help you with your football spirit with their 32-ounce swig insulated cups with either Goldbug or Ranger color for $19.95, or choose both. They can also personalize the cup for $5 more. Holder Drug also offers OU and OSU swig cups as well, so make sure to get to Holder Drug before the Rangers and Goldbugs take off their season, and let them help you with all your tailgating needs.
Well, Isaiah's target was Gavin Gardner that time, but the ball was a little high outside the reach of what Garner could come up with. He's got good ups, made a great attempt there at the sideline, but a jumping Gavin Gardner couldn't quite corral that one. Incomplete will bring up third down for the Rangers. 3rd and 7 from the 47. 46 seconds left in the first half. A 14-14 game. The Rangers looking to move the sticks at least here on third down. Snap back to Isaiah Weed. Looks over the middle of the field. Throws complete. Jamar Morris gets it. Not one guy can tackle him. Not two guys can tackle him. He's pinballing back and forth, and he'll take it to the 20. It took 4 Reddies to hit him and bring him down before Jamar stopped his momentum. And Northwestern is set up just outside the red zone for a first down. I said Morris. That's actually Raphael Edwards. Man, those two guys are similarly built. Wow. Number 3 and number 4, easy to confuse, but what a tremendous run after catch, right?
No, absolutely. Again, breaking a couple tackles that time for Raphael Edwards. His first catch of the year, I believe, and he's a load, man. He's 6'4", 244 pounds.
I remember when we first started talking about him a year ago, suffered an injury that cut his season a little short. Glad to see him back in the lineup this year, and in his first catch, his first debut, if you will, Dustin, how impressive of a guy is that? Caught that ball, and I'm going to say in traffic. Had a guy right there with him. They stuck pads on him once, averted it. Second time, the defender bounced right off of him. Third guy actually able to grab a hold of him, and it took the fourth guy to bring him to the ground. But the Rangers will have the ball. They backed it up a yard from where it was originally. It'll be at the 22-yard line with 37 seconds left. A Community Bank first down from Raphael Edwards. Weed will take the snap, drops back, surveys the field. He's got time, steps up, throws, end zone, in and out of the hands of Horatio Smith. Man, that would have been a great grab.
And it was. Horatio climbs the ladder that time, and one that he's going to want back because he knows he should have caught that one. We'd put it on the money in the end zone. You could have thrown it better, but Horatio Smith got to come down with that one, and you expect him to.
Boy, any of you who haven't seen Horatio Smith on Twitter, Facebook, social media, he has got some incredible catches in practice. This guy will run a 10-yard out route, bounce off the ground, do a backflip, and catch the ball between his legs. It's a video that he's got on one of his social media accounts. I saw it last season. It's ridiculously impressive. And that's just him kind of goofing around, having some fun. Snap back to Isaiah Weed here on 2nd and 10. He will throw. Slant route intended. Receiver can't come up with it. That one nearly picked. Incomplete. And almost a relief that it hit the turf and didn't end up with the Reddies. Tonda Bullock in coverage on Horatio Smith.
You wonder why some guys don't play offense. That right there is why you're playing defensive back. That's one that right into the hands of Tonda Bullock that time. Probably should have came up with the interception.
In fact, Tonda and Horatio almost had to switch positions there. Horatio playing more of a defensive back in that scenario than a receiver, and of course Tonda, receiver that just couldn't come up with it. So the Rangers live to fight another down. 27 seconds left in the first half. 3rd and 10 for Northwestern. Isaiah Weed sends Jake Payton in motion to the far side, looks to him, pump fake, now throws over the middle, complete. This time it's Jamar Morris, or Raphael Edwards again, excuse me, and he will carry it inside the 10. First down, Rangers. A Community Bank first down will move the sticks. It's now goal to go. 1st and 10 from the 10. 15 seconds, clock running.
And the clock should have been stopped because it was a first down for Northwestern. The clock just continued to run, so the Rangers are going to have to burn a timeout. And I think that's what Coach Walter's upset with as well.
Yeah, Coach is at the referee right now telling him, hey, we get that time back. And the referee's told him twice, I got you, I hear you, I know. They're going to have a little referees conference here and put some time back on the clock. I don't think it will be consequential as far as what I'm about to say, but the question will become, does Matt get that timeout back? I mean, you could almost make the case. I don't think that will be what happens. but he's got to burn a timeout here. He's still got one in his pocket, and of course he'll refresh his timeouts in the second half. We've only got 14 seconds left, but if he needs 2 timeouts and only has one, I'd be really disappointed in the fact that I had to burn one there to get the officials on the right page.
Well, I have to think there's got to be at least 20 seconds, 21 seconds on the clock, not 14, but I mean, we'll see what they reset it to. Still says 14 right now.
They reset it. The Whitecap has stood out like he's going to make a decision or communicate with the crowd through his microphone, but has yet to have done so. 19 seconds. There we go. They put it back to 19. Dustin, you were close. Good guess at 20. They decided that it was exactly 19 where the clock should have stopped. So the Rangers will be set up first and goal from the 10-yard line. 19 seconds left. Isaiah Weed and company out on the field. 3 wide receivers to the far side. Peyton in motion. Weed will take the snap, looking left, throwing left. Gavin Gardner in and out of his hands, incomplete. Boy, the Reddies are awfully proud of their coverage out there. C.J. Jones gives the big incomplete sign, but there was a lot of contact, and I have seen flags come in for less.
Oh, I have, man, especially here throughout the first half. And again, I don't think the Reddies have been flagged for a pass interference so far here in the first half, but that one I think could have warranted a flag.
They have not been called for pass interference. You are correct. 15 seconds left on the clock. Second down and 10 for the Ranger offense. Jacob Payton in the backfield. He'll be set up just to the right-hand side of Isaiah Weed. 3 wide receivers to one side, 1 to the near side. He will throw complete to Gavin Gardner. Puts his head down inside the 5, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Nice catch. Good job for Gavin trying to push it into the end zone, but smart to be able to step out of bounds there and stop the clock yet again. 11 seconds left. Rangers looking at third and goal this time from the, I'm going to say the 4. Play clock winding down. 20 seconds on it. Isaiah and them out there ready to go. Tight formation here. 2 tight ends in the set. Peyton in the backfield. A wing back with Isaiah Weed as well. Weed will take the snap. Give to the near side. That's Justin Kane who took it. First guy coming through. He will be shoved out of bounds. Clock will stop. Kane did not get anything forward. In fact, he's going to lose probably 2, make it 3 yards back to the 7. And the Rangers will burn their final timeout with 6 seconds left on the clock. We will take a very short timeout and be back with you in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug, right here on the Pulse 105.7.
At Community Bank, we understand that things change, and this is why we continually strive to provide our customers with a better banking experience. Our location at 1729 College Boulevard and 3 ATM locations offer convenient access for our customers. We strive to develop customer relationships and a high level of community involvement. At Community Bank, we believe in banking together, working with our customers to match the right products and services for their needs, because their success improves our community, and a better community is our goal. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. 6.2 seconds left in half number 1. The Rangers facing 4th down and goal to go from the 7-yard line. And here we go. Field goal unit on the field. Northwestern wants to take a lead into halftime. Zave Goodrich out to kick this one in. It will be kicked from the 14-yard line. A 24-yard field goal. Up, looks good, is good. The Rangers will take a 17-14 lead with 2.9 seconds left on the clock. We'll take a short timeout with the score. You're listening to Ranger Football from Holder Drug right here on the Pulse 105.7.
Football season is upon us. As you're traveling up and down the roads this fall to cheer on your favorite team, keep the Farmers Cooperative Association and Pride Tire and Auto Service Center in mind for all your tire and maintenance needs. Contact us today at 580-327-0521. That's 580-327-0521. Or stop by and see us at 901 Sealing Street right here in Alva, Oklahoma. And Pride Tire and Auto Service Center would like to wish good luck this fall to the Alva Goldbugs and Northwestern Rangers.
Well, Dustin, so far the tale of 2 quarters, if you will. The Rangers and the Reddies both score 14 points in quarter number 1. Both teams had been held scoreless in quarter number 2 until that field goal from the Rangers that comes with 2.9 seconds left until halftime. The Rangers take a 17-14 lead. Those are the only 3 points to have been scored in the second quarter. After a 28-point first quarter, a 3-point second quarter between these two squads, it's definitely the momentum has gone from heavy offense to heavy defense. Rangers ready to kick it away. Ball in the air, high end over end kick, going to be caught and downed at the 9-yard line. He called for a fair catch there. I'm going to think about that for a minute and see if that's a thing. I'm pretty sure it is, but it's just rare. We don't see it very often. Doug Johnson waving for the fair catch makes it, kneels the ball down at the 9-yard line, which means one of two things. The Reddies want to run one play with their traditional offense, or they want to kneel it and get into the halftime locker room. Don't risk a return, a fumble, or an injury.
That would be the only thing I could guess, because I don't think I've ever seen that very much.
It's not, I would say it's uncommon.
Yes.
At least. Interestingly enough, calling for the fair catch at the 9 will give the Reddies the ball at the 25. A rule that I didn't follow or would not have expected. A fair catch out of the end zone is also a touchback. The Reddies will take a knee, and the first half is in the books. For the first time this season, the Rangers will take a lead into the halftime locker room. It's a 17-14 game here on Family Day in Alva, Oklahoma, and your Rangers are on top of the Henderson University Reddies. Very, very impressive. We'll take a break and be back to kick off the Regal Oilfield Supply halftime show. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug, right here on the Pulse 105.7.
When it comes to operations in the oil field, service and dependability are a must. That's why you need Regal Oilfield Supply as your partner in the field. Regal Oilfield Supply has a 30-year record of delivering parts, supplies, and services when and where you need them. Call Regal today at 580-327-0770 and discover why they have been the trusted name for oil field supplies in northern Oklahoma. That's Regal Oilfield Supply at 580-327-0770.
You know, life can be funny. Just like on the field, it's not always the team with the best players that gets the win. Sometimes it's the players that make up the best team who come out on top. The same can be said for insurance, and that's why you're going to want to team up with McDermott and Associates when it comes to your insurance needs. McDermott and Associates is a family-owned business with more than 40 years in the insurance industry. They can help you turn your loss into a win. Visit the winning team today at McDermott and Associates, 526 Flynn in Alva, or call them at 580-327-3500. That's McDermott and Associates.
Beatles Nursing Home in Alva has over 100 years of experience caring for your loved ones. The staff at Beatles Nursing Home consists of high-qualified staff that provides exceptional personal care to your loved ones. More importantly, your loved ones have a peace of mind that they are being taken care of. Let Beatles Nursing Home, a long-term facility, provide you with compassionate and comprehensive care in a Christian environment. For more information, contact Adam Jordan at 580-327-1274 or visit us on the web at BeatlesNursingHome.com.
With all the sights to see in or around Alva, you don't want to miss a thing. Let Alva Vision Clinic, a member of Vision Source, bring life into focus for you. At Alva Vision Clinic, your family's vision health is our business, and they always keep it personal from your initial exam through the selection of that perfect pair of glasses or contacts. They have been a part of the Alva community since 1931, so make your next appointment with the staff that cares. Visit Alva Vision Clinic at 504 College Avenue in downtown Alva today.
And welcome back to the Regal Oilfield Supply halftime show here on the Pulse 105.7. We are at the half. Northwestern on top of Henderson State, 17-14. And now we'll have a chance to take a look at your halftime statistics here shortly, brought to you by McDermott and Associates Insurance. Also joining us here at halftime, special guest, Dean of Student Affairs and Enrollment Management, Caleb Mossberg, will join us shortly here at halftime as well. Again, Henderson State trailing the Reddies. Northwestern on top, 17-14. Also here at halftime, we'll have your E&J Financial halftime trivia giveaway. That'll be coming up shortly as well. We're going to take another timeout. We'll come back. We'll have more of your Regal Oilfield Supply halftime show. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug, here on the Ranger Sports Network, the Pulse 105.7.
Just look for the arches. That's right, the Golden Arches at McDonald's in Alva. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, pancakes, Big Macs, fries, or even a refreshing salad, think McDonald's first. Once again this year, McDonald's should be your pregame or postgame stop for all Goldbug and Ranger game days. McDonald's is also the proud home for the Alva Goldbug and Northwestern Ranger coaches shows this season. That's McDonald's in Alva, a proud supporter of all area schools and activities.
Alva State Bank wants to help you meet your personal and business financial needs. We are committed to our communities and are motivated to build strong and lasting relationships with our customers. Stop by any of our convenient locations in Alva, Enid, Burlington, Freedom, or Kiowa to speak to our friendly staff about how we can help you today to prepare for your tomorrow. Alva State Bank, family owned and operated, member FDIC.
Is it about time for your financial checkup? You wouldn't skip your medical checkup, so why skip out on checking where you're at financially? At E&J Financial, our educational approach takes the mystery out of investing, insurance, estate conservation, and preserving wealth. At E&J Financial, they are committed to offering complete objectivity and unbiased advice. They also strive to build long-lasting relationships with their clients, offering ongoing educational and guidance through your portfolio. So, if you're in need of a financial checkup, contact the experts, because at E&J Financial, we are invested in your future.
Here at Bank Central, we pride ourselves on providing the technology you need to make your banking experience easier. Start by downloading our mobility app. It will make all your transactions quick and easy. The latest update allows you to block transactions on your Bank Central debit card, receive alerts, schedule transfers between accounts, and log in with your fingerprint using Touch ID. That's the latest on our newly updated mobility app. Download it today for free. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC. Visit us today at bcna.com.
And welcome back to the Regal Oilfield Supply Halftime Show. Dustin Goodell here with you in the booth on the Pulse 105.7. It is time now for the E&J Financial Halftime Trivia Giveaway. Folks, if you are out there listening, the question will not be repeated on the Facebook. You'll have to comment underneath the status. The status is actually, don't forget, Halftime Trivia, brought to you by E&J Financial. Listen live on the Pulse right before halftime for the question. Be the first to give the correct answer in the comments and win a $100 gift card to the Northwestern Bookstore. So, coming up, and here it is, folks, the E&J Financial Halftime Trivia Giveaway. Northwestern defeated Henderson State a year ago. Prior to that, when was the last time that Northwestern defeated Henderson State? You'll have to give us the year on that. Again, I will repeat it real quick. Prior to a season ago, when was the last time that Northwestern had defeated Henderson State University? Go on to our Facebook page, put that in the comments, and you will be the winner of a $100 gift card courtesy of the Northwestern Bookstore. One more time before we go to break. Last year, Northwestern defeated Henderson State on the road. Prior to that, when was the last time that Northwestern defeated Henderson State? We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Matt Adair is going to be joined by Caleb Mossberg after this break here on the Regal Oilfield Supply Halftime Show. This is Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network, the Pulse 105.7.
Football season is upon us, and Holder Drug in Alva has everything you need to get ready for the 2018 season, especially when it comes to tailgating, because the two go together. So let Holder Drug help you with your football spirit with their 32-ounce swig insulated cups with either Goldbug or Ranger color for $19.95, or choose both. They can also personalize the cup for $5 more. Holder Drug also offers OU and OSU swig cups as well, so make sure to get to Holder Drug before the Rangers and Goldbugs take off their season, and let them help you with all your tailgating needs.
When you don't feel well, you want a doctor you know and trust. Dr. Linda McMurphy and Dr. Tim Newton at Great Salt Plains Health Center are pleased to meet the primary care needs for the communities where they were raised. Call 580-596-2800 as early as 7 a.m. Monday through Friday, or late until 7 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday. Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance at all. Call 596-2800 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Linda McMurphy or Dr. Tim Newton and find out why so many others choose Great Salt Plains Health Center. Cherokee, Medford, Enid, and Canton.
Good evening, Ranger Nation. Welcome back live to the Dean Linder Press Box, high above Ranger Field. Northwestern and Henderson State football action on this Family Day Saturday here at Northwestern. At the midway point, the Rangers lead the Reddies 17-14. Northwestern has looked amazing so far in the first half. Scored twice in the first quarter. Second quarter, the offense slowed a bit, but the defense held pretty strong. Henderson was allowed 2 scores in the first quarter as well. Our defense held them scoreless in the second quarter. The Rangers able to put a field goal on the board, and that gives us our 17-14 halftime score. Don't forget to log on to the Facebook page. Check it out under the Pulse, under the status there, and give your answer to the Regal Oilfield Supply E&J Financial halftime trivia question. When was the last time? Not last year, but last year the Rangers beat the Reddies At what point in time, what year was it the last time, prior to last year, that the Rangers beat the Reddies? Not 2017. It was before then. There's your hint. Second hint also, it was not in Alva. Another game in Arkadelphia. So there it is. The Rangers have never beaten the Reddies here on Ranger Field. So we will see if we can change that today. As of right now at halftime, we're joined in the booth by Caleb Mossberg, the Dean of Student Services for Northwestern Oklahoma State University. Caleb, welcome and thank you for coming up, man.
Glad to be up here. Thanks for having me on.
It's always fun to be on the radio, right? Especially guys that look like you and me.
Absolutely.
Well, there we go, buddy. Hey, Family Day underway here at Northwestern. The weather, as far as the temperature goes, was perfect. A little rain, but I don't think that spoiled any of the festivities. Looked like everybody was having a ton of fun. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on out there?
Absolutely. The weather was great. I couldn't ask for a better day. A little bit of heat, a little bit of humidity, a little rain, and then it cooled off. So great day. A lot of families made it in to Alva. And so had a great turnout for our event and festivities we had on campus today in the Student Center. As President Cunningham had a chance to address the families and our students, and so had a great time there, and a tailgate party right here at 4 o'clock before the game, and everything's been a great day and good turnout. So
kudos to you guys for being able to land Family Day, kind of coincided, if you will, with the car show going on. Tons in Alva. Great crowd on hand today, and a lot of it as we looked over at the cookout and all the Family Day festivities. Man, you guys had a ton of people over there. It looked like it was a really good event for you. I'm very happy to see such a great turnout and such a good crowd here at Family Day.
Absolutely. You know, we talk to the students whenever they show up and tell them what a family atmosphere this is like, and Family Day just further emphasizes that point, and really our families, our students and their families get a chance to come back, and on a few weeks before we hit homecoming and get a good taste of what it's like to be here and really get into the environment and the family atmosphere that we do have at this university.
Well, I was going to give a big compliment to you and your team down there in Student Services. Not only, like you mentioned, did you pull off Family Day today, give the students something to do, another cookout, another reason to get together and, like you say, enjoy that tailgate party, but then in a couple of weeks, homecoming, another activity that engages the Northwestern student population, and a lot of activities planned for homecoming. Not too far after homecoming, your Student Services Division will host another day here on campus. This one meant for future students. We call it Ranger Preview, and I know you guys are excited to invite people to come out to that one as well. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Absolutely. It's every fall is busy, but we get geared up and going, especially in September. Family Day, and then we get homecoming comes shortly after, which this year looking forward to. Last year was such a turnout and a great atmosphere as it is always. But like you said, Matt, it's coming up shortly. Ranger Preview, October 27th, is going to be another fantastic event. Great opportunity for students, juniors and seniors alike, to be able to come in with their families and see an in-depth look at Northwestern and get a really good highlight from our faculty, our staff, our student organizations, and just really get a great picture of what it's like here at Northwestern. I always call it my early Christmas holiday in October or November, just because it is one of those great days that I look forward to every year. And the big thing about it is that $600 scholarship that students are able to receive by attending that event as a senior, and if they enroll in the next fall semester after their graduation from high school, that $600 would be applied for the next year. So great opportunity, good chance to see what the atmosphere is like, but everybody wants some scholarship money, and that's a great opportunity.
Now, I was going to ask you if you wanted all of us future college students to come up and see the campus and spend time at Ranger Preview, just to come up for the fun of it, or if there was some incentive tied to it. And now you tell me that we're going to draw to give away a $600 scholarship.
We're giving everybody a scholarship.
So wait a minute. Every high school senior that comes to the campus on Ranger Preview takes home a $600 scholarship to Northwestern.
If they come here in the fall, we're giving them a $600 scholarship.
Man, that's impressive. So it's not a drawing for a handful of scholarships. It's not just some free T-shirts and a ton of fun. It's actual money in the old account to help pay for college. You come to Ranger Preview, you come back and enroll as a freshman at Northwestern, $600 credited to your account right there.
There we go.
Hey, I like that, man. That's awesome. Now, in addition to that, I understand that you guys will give out some passes, family passes to the football game. It's not a ticket to the football game. It's a pass that will get you, your family, and everybody that you've got with you in your group into the game that day for free. You do give away some T-shirts and do all kinds of other fun stuff. They also get an opportunity to officially put their application in with Northwestern. All kinds of great stuff that goes on with Ranger Preview. So a terrific day to come and see the college.
Absolutely. Add even another great event with it that this year, we've been able to couple not only football game and other activities going on, but we've Ranger Rodeo is also that weekend. So we've hit some weekends this fall with these events and Family Day, like it is today. But Ranger Preview, homecoming coming up in October 6th, and then Ranger Preview at the end of October. I mean, there's some great things, and it's exciting time. Always great to be a Ranger for sure.
Caleb, we love it. Hats off to you and your staff and the hard work you guys do in the Student Services Division of Northwestern, making sure that we are doing everything we can to engage these kids in their daily lives, and then also inviting up the prospective students to check out campus, spend a day in the life as a Ranger, if you will, take in a game, take in the rodeo, all kinds of fun stuff.
Absolutely. And they do a great job. So thanks for giving them kudos here, and they do a wonderful job, each and every one of them, the Student Services Department. But not only them, but our faculty, our staff, everybody alike. They put in a lot of time, and it's definitely well worth it, investing in the futures of these students and future of Northwestern and far-reaching from there. So
awesome. Great day to be a Ranger.
Absolutely.
Let's see if the Northwestern football team can pull off that first ever Alva, Oklahoma win against the Reddies of Henderson State University. Caleb Mossberg joined us in the booth. Thank you so much, sir. And again, thank you for all you guys do in student services. We'll take a break and be back. You're listening to Ranger Football. The Regal Oil Field Supply halftime show rolls on after this right here on the Pulse 105.7.
When it comes to operations in the oil field, service and dependability are a must. That's why you need Regal Oilfield Supply as your partner in the field. Regal Oilfield Supply has a 30-year record of delivering parts, supplies, and services when and where you need them. Call Regal today at 580-327-0770 and discover why they have been the trusted name for oil field supplies in northern Oklahoma. That's Regal Oilfield Supply at 580-327-0770.
Is your flooring boring and outdated? Then you need to contact Pettit's House of Carpet in Alva, Oklahoma today. Pettit's has it all: hardwood, porcelain, LVT, ceramic, and rugs in all the best name brands. Let the experts at Pettit's help you find the perfect color, pattern, texture, and style for your home or business. What are you waiting for? Don't just settle for any old flooring. Get the experts. Get Pettit's House of Carpet today. Come see them at 1128 College Boulevard in Alva, or schedule your consultation by calling 327-3044. That's 327-3044. Pettit's House of Carpet, where we put quality first. Welcome back to Ranger Football. Matty Dare alongside Dustin Goodall. Dustin, we've been talking in the halftime break here about the pace that the referees have kept this game at. When we go out for a media timeout, we're usually expecting a minute. We've gotten about 35 seconds because as we come back, it's a lot of times kickoffs over, first downs ready to go.
Yes, I mean, we have that happen numerous times tonight. Yeah. There's a reason we take those minute times.
There's an impending rainstorm coming, or maybe somebody's dinner getting cold at home. But, man, we are hustling to get through this one, and I like it. Right now, it's forking out for the Rangers. They lead 17-14. First lead we've had this season at halftime, only 3 weeks in. Also, though, an opportunity for the Rangers to come out with a big second half and close out that first ever victory over the Reddies here in Alva. That'd be huge, wouldn't it?
It would.
To beat them back-to-back years, but also to land that first one at home in front of this Family Day crowd nonetheless would be just awesome.
Well, it is, and you've got to have a positive attitude going into halftime, knowing that you're up by 3 instead of looking at the scoreboard and trailing 20-7 and 30-7 like in the last two games. So, I mean, obviously a better advantage for Northwestern here in the second half going into this one. The Rangers can come out, maybe get a score, get a 10-point lead or something like that. Obviously they'll be in control of the game.
Well, let's take a quick look at the McDermott and Associates halftime statistical report. In first downs, Northwestern came out hot and led this category for a large part of the first half, but the Reddies caught up near the end of the second quarter. Northwestern has 9 first downs in the game. Henderson State has 13. The Rangers have 155 rushing yards on the ground, just 78 for the Reddies. The Rangers have run the ball 15 times today. They average 10 yards a carry. The Reddies have rushed the ball 23 times today. They average only 3.4 yards a carry. 109 receiving yards for Northwestern, 147 for the Reddies. The Reddies are 10 passes for those 147 yards. They average 14 yards a reception. The Rangers also 10 passes. We average nearly 11 yards a reception. 10 of 22 on the day is Ryan Stametti, and 10 of 20 on the day, right at 50%, is Isaiah Weed. The Reddies have snapped the ball 45 times, 225 yards of offense to show for it. The Rangers have had 35 snaps, 264 yards. So on 10 less plays, the Rangers have about 40 yards more offense than the Reddies through the first half. That has resulted in a Rangers 17-14 lead over Henderson State, and that is the McDermott and Associates halftime statistical recap. We appreciate McDermott and Associates sponsoring the stats that we provide you here for Ranger Sports. We're going to take a quick timeout and be back to kick off the second half of play. You're listening to the Ranger Sports Network right here on the Pulse 105.7.
Beatles Nursing Home in Alva has over 100 years of experience caring for your loved ones. The staff at Beatles Nursing Home consists of high-qualified staff that provides exceptional personal care to your loved ones. More importantly, your loved ones have a peace of mind that they are being taken care of. Let Beatles Nursing Home, a long-term facility, provide you with compassionate and comprehensive care in a Christian environment. For more information, contact Adam Jordan at 580-327-1274 or visit us on the web at BeatlesNursingHome.com.
With all the sights to see in or around Alva, you don't want to miss a thing. Let Alva Vision Clinic, a member of Vision Source, bring life into focus for you. At Alva Vision Clinic, your family's vision health is our business, and they always keep it personal from your initial exam through the selection of that perfect pair of glasses or contacts. They have been a part of the Alva community since 1931, so make your next appointment with the staff that cares. Visit Alva Vision Clinic at 504 College Avenue in downtown Alva today.
Welcome back live to Ranger Football. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow. That will draw the curtain closed on the Regal Oil Field Supply halftime show. Regal Oil Field Supply, of course, your home for everything you would need in oil field supplies, tools, and equipment. However, if you haven't checked out the Regal store right here in Alva, they've also got everything that the regular guy or the homeowner might need. Great selection of tools, gloves, boots, and apparel, all available at Regal Oil Field Supply. We want to encourage all of you to stop out there and tell Regal thank you for supporting Ranger football. Third period about to get underway. Dustin, here is the kick. High end over end drop. That one's going to be returned by Justin Kane. Fielded at the 4-yard line, out across the 10. And man, this guy can fly out across the 20. Trying to string that defense along as he gets to the 25. Steps through one tackle. Second one will take him down just shy of the 30. He had to run all the way across the field to get those 34 yards, but that's pretty impressive. And the Rangers will start out with good field position to open play here in the third period. We were looking at some stats and records. Digging through the old record book there was Dustin Goodnow. And Dustin, we found one about that 75-yard run from Jacob Payton to set the Rangers up first and goal to go from the 2 when they punched it in. It looks like the longest play from scrimmage prior to that had been a 70-yard run from Nate Guillory. Great tailback back in the day, by the way, Nate Guillory. I was here in the booth while Nate was playing. An amazing young man. Tore off a 70-yarder against Missouri S&T.
Yeah, he did. That was back in 2010. So,
been a minute since we've had a big play like that. First down, the Rangers pick up 4 yards. Now ready to go. Second down, 6 to go. Handoff to Jake Payton, new man in the record book, and he will crawl across the 30-yard line after a big 75-yard run earlier in the day. He will go forward for just a single yard that time. Been looking for a good nickname for Jake Payton all season long. I think I've settled on something like the Punisher, man. He is just a violent north-south runner. But, man, when he gets a break, he's got some wheels, too.
Yeah, and I mean, that was Logan Edwards, who looked like he had him down in the backfield. But, again, such a hard runner, able to pick up 2 or 3 yards after that initial contact.
Isaiah Wade with 3 wide receivers in the set will drop back, floats to the near side as he rolls out of the pocket, throwing incomplete along the near sideline. Couldn't quite come up with that one. Good defense provided by the Reddies that time. It was Bowen Sweeney who broke that pass up.
Yeah, he was looking for Jamar Morris near about the 45 to the sideline. Just overthrew him that time. Rangers are forced to punt on their first drive out of the second half.
Well, not exactly the start you'd hope for, but the Ranger defense has been playing extremely well. Held the Reddies to 0 points in the second quarter. They scored twice in the first quarter, but defense has stepped up nicely since then. A good punt down the field. This one's going to be a bouncer, fielded at about the 28-yard line. Big hole opens up. Nope, they're going to call this dead. What's the deal here? Let's see.
Oh, apparently the
receiver was waving his guys away from the ball, which the referees are going to say can be interpreted as a fair catch, and they're going to call him down at the point where he touched it. Let's listen and see if we can hear this. I doubt you can over the radio, but we'll see if we can pick up what the Whitecaps got to say here. Well, he said that'll be Reddies' ball first down. Excellent description of what happened.
Yeah, no explanation there from the ref. I guess he just says we don't need it. So.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that the hand motions from the return man were questionable as to whether or not he was calling for a fair catch. Now they're going to have did you say immediate timeout? I believe he said this will be immediate timeout. So whatever the case is, we'll investigate in the break and be back. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug, right here on the Pulse 105.7.
Beatles Nursing Home in Alva has over 100 years of experience caring for your loved ones. The staff at Beatles Nursing Home consists of high-qualified staff that provides exceptional personal care to your loved ones. More importantly, your loved ones have a peace of mind that they are being taken care of. Let Beatles Nursing Home, a long-term facility, provide you with compassionate and comprehensive care in a Christian environment. For more information, contact Adam Jordan at 580-327-1274 or visit us on the web at BeatlesNursingHome.com.
With all the sights to see in or around Alva, you don't want to miss a thing. Let Alva Vision Clinic, a member of Vision Source, bring life into focus for you. At Alva Vision Clinic, your family's vision health is our business, and they always keep it personal from your initial exam through the selection of that perfect pair of glasses or contacts. They have been a part of the Alva community since 1931, so make your next appointment with the staff that cares. Visit Alva Vision Clinic at 504 College Avenue in downtown Alva today.
Well, welcome back. No explanation as to why the ball was called down at contact with the return man, and no explanation as to why there wasn't a flag on the play. Normally, an indication of anything other than a fair catch or what the referees interpret as a fair catch, and then a return man taking off with the ball draws a flag. That's a penalizing play there in college football. However, in this instance, it was not. So we'll go on with it as the referees are. 13:15 left to play here in the third. Reddies on their first possession. They pick up 3 yards on first down. Snap back to Stameti. He's going to be looking far side. Got a nice little slant route. They were open. Ranger defense did a good job. Let them catch it right in front of you, especially when they're short of first down, Dustin. And that one, after the completion, a gain of 6 will bring up third down. And I'm going to call it 2, but it's a yard and a little.
Yeah, that was John Murray with the snag there that time. Stameti, a little bit better throw on the slant route that time. He's been behind his receivers, in front of his receivers most of the night. That one was right on the money. Brings up third and short.
Man in the backfield with Stameti this time is Cobra Jones. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Rangers have 4 across the front line. Want to bring a little pressure. Handoff to Jones, and he's not going to get there. Boy, the spot initially was close, and then the referee took a little hop step back. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. They're going to be short, 4th and 1 upcoming for the Reddies. And again, this is where football happens. Not much of a decision. The Reddies said, nope, too much game time left. Not a big enough difference in the score. We're going to punt it away.
Boy, and that one is going to upset you if you're, Coach Scott Maxfield. You're 3rd and short, and your running back can't get it. But again, great stop by Northwestern that time. And now, again, both teams' defenses, ever since the end of that first quarter in the second, they've dominated this game.
Ranger defense has been playing hot, as has the Reddies. Snap back, punt is away. End over end punt headed downfield. It'll be fielded at the 22-yard line by Justin Kane. He'll return it across the 25 to the 27 before he is rolled down to the turf. In fact, a guy kind of tackle/tripped him up, took him down pretty hard, but Justin Kane bounced up off of the ground like nothing was wrong. He's ready to go. Rangers will have it 1st and 10.
We've got a Reddy down, Matt, at midfield.
I did not see that until right now. Looked like the spot of the ball will be at the 28. You're right. A Reddies player is down at the 49-yard line. Training staff comes out to him. They help him up off the turf. Maybe just lost his wind or something, because as soon as he had a hand in front of him from the trainers to get up, he was able to get up and jog off the field. It was Zach Newbell. We've called his name a couple of times. He's run in as a wide receiver, but also been stuck in the backfield once or twice. So Newbell will come off of the playing surface, and the Rangers are getting set to take back over. 1st and 10, Northwestern. They've got the ball at their own 28-yard line. believe that we have got a timeout going out on the field here, but lots to discuss with this game so far, Dustin. Started out with an offensive showing of force from both sides. Now a little bit of a defensive matchup, if you will. Really interested to see what the rest of the third quarter has in store, but hopefully a couple more scores for the Rangers at least.
Yeah, I mean, with this thing tied it up at 14 to the end of the first quarter, I was thinking we were going to have a shootout here today with the way these offenses were moving up and down the field, but making the adjustments on both sides. Ken Gordon, obviously, for Northwestern. On the defensive side, Greg Holsworth for Henderson State. Both coordinators done a good job making some changes and really forcing these offenses to have some difficulty throughout the second quarter and here in the second half.
Ken Gordon, Coach KG, has done a stellar job of halftime adjustments thus far for the Rangers on defense. Really, I think the pressure here now is for Matt Walter to make a couple of offensive adjustments, see if he can find that fire again. 11:52 as the Rangers are back out on the field. Weed out of the shotgun. One wide receiver split wide to the near side. Man in motion from left to right across the formation. Snap back, handoff. Jake Payton going left across the 30. Stringing defenders out along the way, and he'll step out of bounds at the 31-yard line. So a long bit of ground to cover there for Jake Payton, and he will pick up, we'll call it 4 for his effort. Make it 3. They back it up a bit. 2nd down and 7 upcoming.
Yeah, not a lot of running room for Jacob Payton, but at least gets the most he can out of it. Does pick up at least 3 yards. At least positive yards on first down is always good.
That might be the longest Jacob Payton has ever ran east and west on this field. 2nd and 7 upcoming, 11.5 to go. Snap back to Isaiah Weed. Play action rollout. Throws to the near side. Caught by Miles Mitchinson at the 35-yard line. He'll slip a tackle, get upfield to the 39-yard line. That will be a Community Bank first down for the Ranger O. Nice. Gotta love that. 10 in the game now for Northwestern.
Yeah, nice snag by Mitchison. Again, in the first half, Isaiah Weed had only hit 2 receivers, Garner and Kentrez Bell, but coming up now, the 3rd receiver to make a grab, Miles Mitchison.
Rare. Isaiah's averaging about 8 receivers a game. Handoff up the middle, Jake Payton. He'll be wrapped up in the backfield, able to find a crease and go forward for a yard. Not an impressive run from the statistical standpoint, Dustin, but really, Jacob Payton did a lot right there to stave off a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, it did. I mean, Henderson State has done a pretty good job of getting into the Ranger backfield, but, Payton is so elusive back there, able to make a couple of tacklers miss, and it's always better to at least pick up a yard than lose 2.
Well, we'll see what Matt Walter and crew have in store for 2nd down and 9 from the 40-yard line in Ranger territory. Northwestern leads 17-14 over Henderson State. Henderson bringing pressure from the outside this time. Handoff up the middle again. Jake Payton tries kind of the same look there and again finds another yard, but nothing more. After 2 plays, the Rangers have 2 yards and face 3rd down and 8. Ouch.
Cameron Saunier that time, obviously the Reddies' best defensive player, that linebacker, comes up, makes a nice play, forces now 3rd and long for Northwestern. The running game, that's just been bottled up ever since the Rangers took that 14-0 lead. Just not a whole lot of running room.
Yeah, I don't know that you want to do it here on 3rd down and 8, but it seemed like we were loosening those guys up a bit when we were stretching the field some. Gavin Gardner goes in motion, 3 wideouts for Isaiah Weed. Play action. He will roll out to the far side, pass batted down. Wow. Nice hands on that one for the Reddies. Knocking it down with Zach Singleton, 6'5", 220-pound sophomore defensive lineman out of Texas. Got a big paw in the air and knocked that pass off its intended course.
And, that's something you don't see happen to Isaiah Weed too many times, as a defensive lineman getting a hand on a football like that. But, again, great play from Singleton, forces a 4th down. Rangers, again, have to punt.
No, it hadn't happened to Isaiah much last year. Haven't seen it this year since game 1 here at Ranger Field when they had one batted back in the air and then returned as an interception for a touchdown. Rangers, like you said, forced to punt. Blake Humble on the field. Snap is back. Rugby-style kick. He gets it away. End over end. Will bounce at the 32-yard line and then die at about the 31. Kind of started to wobble back and forth in the air. It kind of took a Ranger bounce and then a Reddy return. And long story short, the Reddies will have it with about 70 yards in front of them for their second offensive possession of half number 2. 17-14 Rangers with the lead right now. Both teams just trading punches, and it's been that way for a while.
They are. I'm against Stevetti. Looked good early. Missed obviously some throws, but did hit some big ones. But he hasn't really done a whole lot in the passing game ever since when they tied this thing up at 14. We'll see what Reddies can do offensively here as they begin from the 30.
Stevetti back out out of the gun. Marini in the backfield with him. They will hand off up the middle, and that's a big hole. Marini finds a crease, exposes it, and rolls rolls all the way out to the 39-yard line. That's a 9-yard pickup on first down, 1 yard shy of the needed yardage to move the chain. So now second and short, good position for the Reddies.
Yeah, it's a nice tackle from Dakota Driscoll there down to drag the running back down. Driscoll now with 7 tackles on the night for Northwestern.
Logan Marini getting it done for the Reddies here against Sept out of the back, out of the gun. Hands off to Marini again. Straight forward, just a power run formation there, and they will move it forward for another 6. That's a first down for the Reddies, and they've now got the ball at the 45-yard line, inching up near midfield.
We saw them have some success running the football early in the first quarter. Success kind of died in the second quarter a little bit, but now they're starting to get something going here on their second possession of the second half.
You can't fool me. Run it up the middle, run it up the middle. Watch out. They're going to try and stretch it long here in just a second. First and 10 from the 45. Snap back to Sept. Looking left. Throws over the middle. Long pass caught at the 35-yard line in Ranger territory. Across the 30 to the 25 before the Rangers can get him on the turf. Trey Merritt on the tackle for Northwestern.
It's set up perfectly. Matt, you just said it. Back-to-back runs right up the gut. Lulls you to sleep a little bit, and then they fire one over the middle. Well, how about the catch to go up and get that one from John Murray? Huge gain that time for the Reddies. Now, all of a sudden, at the Ranger 24.
That was really impressive and a very well-thrown ball from Sept that time on a slant route, which he's missed a few of today. So here we go. Reddies first down and 10 at the 24-yard line in Ranger territory. 8:24 to go here in the third. 1 man in the backfield is Cobra Jones. They'll hand it to him straight ahead. Runs into the pile, and he's going to be pulled down and slammed to the turf backwards. Got 2 yards and then was thrown backwards for 3, but the forward progress will bring up second and 8.
I think that was the big man, Brian Holiday, defensive lineman, able to come up with that tackle. Now he'll exit the field, but good stop there on first down to limit the Reddies.
Boy, Holiday is a big guy. Defensive lineman, 6 feet tall, 337 pounds.
And he's only a freshman.
Yeah, he is a freshman guy. 7:51 to go. Sept takes the snap, looking right. Got a one-on-one matchup out there at the goal line. Pass caught. Was it inbounds? Waiting. Oh, my, they are going to give him that catch. Wow.
I was wondering if Lodry had actually controlled it down all the way to the ground, but I'm assuming that he did. Referee had a good look at it over there. Good coverage. Again, Matt, we've had pretty good coverage on their receivers tonight, but just a great play from Lodry to go up and get that one and bring it down.
Now, short of having a bear hug on Lodry, I don't think we could have been in any better position for that. Just an amazing catch, and that was the wow. I'm not talking about the call. I'll give it to the referees. They were there. I'm talking about the grab. That was very impressive in tight coverage. First down and goal to go from the 4, call it the 3-yard line.
And that's Marini now going to take the direct snap.
Little wildcat formation here as Logan Marini runs into the pile, bounces outside, going for the pylon. Did he get it? Rangers saying no, referees saying... I can't tell. I think, yeah.
It's good. It's a touchdown.
Unbelievable, because there's not one referee that stuck his hand up in here for more than a couple of seconds, and he was actually trying to separate guys, and now Whitecap gives us the sign.
And here's what just happened. Matt, we talked about this with Coach Walter on Wednesday, fumbling out of the end zone, and that's what I think Coach Walter and his staff is wanting, because he did lose control of that ball, and it may have been fumbled before he had hit the pylon.
They are going to give Matt Walters 0 opportunity to plead his case, as we're already set up for the point after the 4-yard run from Logan Marini on the out of the Wildcat formation. Point after attempt is up. It looks good. It is good. The Reddies have recaptured the lead, guys. It's 21-17. Reddies, for the first time today, out front. 7:13 to go in the third quarter. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug, right here on The Pulse.
Alva State Bank wants to help you meet your personal and business financial needs. We are committed to our communities and are motivated to build strong and lasting relationships with our customers. Stop by any of our convenient locations in Alva, Enid, Burlington, Freedom, or Kiowa to speak to our friendly staff about how we can help you today to prepare for your tomorrow. Alva State Bank, family owned and operated, member FDIC.
Football season is upon us. As you're traveling up and down the roads this fall to cheer on your favorite team, keep the Farmers Cooperative Association and Pride Tire and Auto Service Center in mind for all your tire and maintenance needs. Contact us today at 580-327-0521. That's 580-327-0521. Or stop by and see us at 901 Sealing Street right here in Alva, Oklahoma. And Pride Tire and Auto Service Center would like to wish good luck this fall to the Alva Goldbugs and Northwestern Rangers.
High end over end kick will drive Horatio Smith back into the end zone wisely. The Rangers will take the touchback Northwestern ball, 1st and 10 from the 25. By the way, some clarification on the kickoff right before halftime. Rangers had just put the field goal through. We kicked off to the Reddies. Return man came up and fielded the ball at the 9-yard line, making the fair catch signal, fields it, takes a knee. The fair catch was all he needed. He didn't need to go to his knee. He did anyway. Turns out, new rule this season, first time ever used, a fair catch on a kickoff fielded inside the 25-yard line is the same thing as a touchback. So basically, take what is the end zone, extend it out to the 25-yard line. A fair catch anywhere between the goal line and the 25 gives you the ball at the 25. That's never been the case before. A kickoff fair catch has always been a point of catch, just like a punt. Now on the kickoff, if you're behind the 25, you get it as a touchback. If it's in front of the 25, you get it at the spot. 1st and 10 for the Rangers. A little razzle-dazzle. A reverse to Horatio Smith, and he spills it. Ball on the ground. H picks it up at the 5. He's all the way back to the 5 and now coming to the near side to the 10, but he's not going to get much more than that. Down at the 13. That one could have been epically bad. That fumble, Dustin, was about, 6 feet away from a scoop and score for the Reddies at one point in time.
It really was. I mean, heads-up play by Horatio Smith to at least go back and, able to pick that one up and tried to get something out of that because it looked like we were going to be pinned inside the 10, but he does pick up at least a couple more yards, but a huge loss now for Northwestern on 1st down.
Well, that's a 1st down fail for the Rangers, and now we'll see what can happen on 2nd down. Weed hands off the ball to Jake Payton, big running room. He opens up across the 15. He'll get to the 20, roll down, flag comes in. That's holding. I guarantee that's a holding penalty. I didn't see it in any way, shape, or form. I was behind the play quite a bit, but I can tell you just the way the Rangers look right now, that is a holding penalty. Already, we were 10, 11, 12 yards behind the initial line of scrimmage from the 13-yard line, and those flags are setting at the 11.
And now that'll be the 5th penalty, Matt. That's now 82 penalty yards if we expect it to be a holding call.
They say in football, Dustin, that there's holding on every play, and apparently that is the case.
This evening, yes, no question. Northwestern, I believe that is probably the 3rd or 4th holding penalty that they've had. And now you have the big loss on 1st down. Now you have a penalty. And all of a sudden, instead of being at the 25, you're all the way backed up to your 5.
Yeah, that is so. Oh wow, just a different game tonight. Like I said, they say you can call holding on every play. Apparently that's the case. 6:19 to go as the snap goes back to Isaiah Weed. Handoff up the middle. Jake Payton looking for running room across the 15, out of the 20, and still bowling guys out of the way as he crosses to the 21. Punches exchanged, flags everywhere. 2 at the end of the play. 1 all the way back by the quarterback. 1 Ranger guy running away without his helmet on. It looks like it got knocked off. We are going to have some felony charges for assault filed here, I believe. I don't know which direction they're going to go, but that was some scrapping going on at the end of that one.
Unreal. I think it's probably going to end up be offsetting because it's going to be on both teams. Now, I want to see what the one is at the 25. I think we know what the one is about inside the 10, but not sure what's happening at the one that's 25.
I don't know where Jesse Klein is right now, but I'm feeling like I may have said felony when I meant misdemeanor.
There you go.
Have to check that one with the old attorney. We got him on speed dial yet?
Well, they're still conferencing about this.
It's going to be a long talk. There was a lot went on at the end of that one. That one got for the first time tonight. Now I will give them this. The holding penalties have been kind of all over the field. The Reddies have even had 1 or 2. The Rangers have had a fistful more than that. But that was the first time I've seen this game get chippy.
Yes. I mean, we haven't had. I think that's the first time you've seen like an unsportsmanlike.
We had unsportsmanlike penalties that offset, but it was early on and it wasn't a big thing. It looked like 2 guys maybe chatting it up a bit too much, if you will. This one was a little pushing and shoving. So we'll see.
Here at Bank Central, we pride ourselves on providing the technology you need to make your banking experience easier. Start by downloading our mobility app. It will make all your transactions quick and easy. The latest update allows you to block transactions on your... Here at Bank Central, we pride ourselves on providing the technology you... Here at Bank Central, we pride ourselves on providing the technology you need to make your banking experience easier. Start by downloading our mobility app. It will make all your transactions quick and easy. The latest update allows you to block transactions on your Bank Central debit card, receive alerts, schedule transfers between accounts, and log in with your fingerprint.
Ways to go for the Rangers as Isaiah Weed will throw to the far side, complete across the 30-yard line. Now, that's a good pickup right there, Dustin. 10, maybe 12 yards, but it's going to be 4 yards short of a first down, and the Ranger punt unit moves back out onto the field.
Again, it's just a bad start to the drive, Matt. When you have that, we tried the trick play. Horatio Smith loses it, fumbles, then you have the holding call, and then obviously the offsetting penalties, but you just cannot start drives out like that, especially now that Henderson State has taken the momentum back in the game and with a 4-point lead.
Boy, there was a lot of pushing and shoving and a helmet that got knocked off. For nobody to get ejected is probably a good thing. I like that the officials have been able to keep everybody playing, if you will. But that was some pretty good extracurricular activity there on both sides. Blake Humble again to punt it away. Nice punt. Gets this one to die at the 25. It looked like it was going to bounce back to the return man. Instead, it went straight up in the air. When it fell down, at the 35, takes a ricochet shot back to the 30, and the Rangers are able to down it there. Boy, Blake Humble is just a fantastic punter, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He has had some great punts tonight. I think he's pretty much got a role in favor of Northwestern every time off of punt, except for maybe one tonight.
Certainly has been a big piece of a special teams unit that's doing a great job so far this evening. 5:12 left to play in the third period. Northwestern down for the first time in the game. It's 21-17 in favor of the Reddies. Ready offense back out on the field. Richard Stametti out of the gun. Rangers showing pressure, now backing out of it. They had Kyler Ferguson look like he's going to come on a blitz. Won't do it. Instead, they'll hand off up the middle. I think that's Cobra Jones in the game right now, and they will stack him up 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 8 now upcoming. Not much in the Reddies for the run game, at least up the middle, Dustin, but they've done a fantastic job of jabbing at the middle a couple of times and then hitting a good pass route.
That's all just sets up for that big play, and we'll see if they decide to do the same thing here because it's been successful for them all night.
Stametti, again, tight formation this time. 4 wide receivers, but they're all bunched in. Takes the snap, drops back, pocket closing, pressure coming, airs this one out, has a man downfield, incomplete. Flag on the play again. Pass interference on the Rangers. This one's going to go against Michael Thompson.
Yeah, it is.
That is number, I think we're in the hundreds now, if I remember correctly from this game.
Yes, we are, because that last holding penalty got us to 82, and then you have the unsportsmanlike. Now you have the pass interference, and now all of a sudden Henderson State's going to be in Northwestern territory, and that's one maybe you kind of had to, Matt, but because it looked like he might have got to the ball, but Stametti may have overshot him just a little bit.
I don't have a big problem with Michael Thompson getting the penalty like you said, because if that ball's caught,
6 points.
Could be 6, but he was in pretty good position to defend that pass. I'd like to see the result of it stand, but that won't be the case. 1st and 10 for the Reddies after the 15-yard penalty assessment. Snap back to Stametti. He will throw quick, slant route, caught this time, running away for the Rangers to the 25-yard line. Flags everywhere, horse collar tackle, and that one's going to go against Michael Thompson. Back-to-back 15-yarders. Caught the guy from behind, Dustin. The receiver for the Reddies was John Murray. Thompson caught him from behind and drug him down with the old horse collar, I think.
No, I mean, again, guys back here in the booth with us make a great point. It's a touchdown.
Spotters.
If you don't do that. Yeah, spotters. Yeah. Multiple ones tonight. But, yeah, I mean, they're right, because if you don't do that, he's probably walking in or running into the end zone.
Well, and I don't think Michael Thompson meant to do it. He was running to catch him for all he could, just reached out. That was the piece of him he happened to grab and rode him to the ground. But that horse collar tackle will move the ball forward yet again. So the Reddies benefiting immensely from the yellow the yellow yard markers tonight, especially on this drive. Now set up 1st down and 10 at the 11-yard line. Well, that's a terrible place to have your opponent with a 1st down because, goodness, lots of plays. Cobra Jones will take the handoff going up the middle, stopped just across the 10 at the 9, and he's going to be stacked up there. Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8 to go. If the Reddies can get the ball to the 1-yard line, they'll refresh the down marker and have 4 more shots at it.
Yeah, it is. That's kind of an advantage starting just outside out of the 10 at the 11-yard line, and I think it is about the 1, maybe 1.5 foot line.
Goodness. Ranger defense is going to be asked to defend a ridiculously short field this time. The penalties have moved the Reddies forward at least 30 yards on this one, and I think it's like 37, give or take. 2 penalties plus the horse collar, lots of yardage gained. 3:38 to go here in the third. Stametti takes the snap. Pressure coming. They've got him wrapped up. Sack. Jimmy Pace in the backfield will drop Ryan Stametti at the 20-yard line. That's huge. Boy, that's the type of play you need right there.
It was. Jimmy Pace has been a force on the defensive line all year, and that's the thing. Henderson State has had trouble this season protecting Stametti back there. This is the second sack in the game. They've now allowed 9 so far through the first 3 games.
Very, very impressive. And hats off to Jimmy Pace. Ran down Stametti that time. Had to catch him from behind a little bit. 3rd down and let's call it 20 from the 20. Pass to the flat. That one's complete to Moraney, and he will get to the 15-yard line before being snuffed out and stopped by the Rangers. And that will bring up 4th down, Dustin. So from a great position, 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line, an opportunity to get a 1st down and have more shots at the end zone, to 3rd and forever, and now 4th and 7, that's 10 and 5, 15 plus 1. We'll call it 4th down and 16, make it 17. Field goal attempt here. They will kick this from the 24-yard line. Snap back. Kick is away. It looks good. That was a great field goal from the near side hash, and it is good. A 34-yarder for the Reddies. They will tack 3 more on and take a 10-point lead over the Rangers. 27-17 our score. 24-17 our score. We'll go to break. You're listening to Ranger Football here on the Pulse 105.7.
Here at Bank Central, we pride ourselves on providing the technology you need to make your banking experience easier. Start by downloading our mobility app. It will make all your transactions quick and easy. The latest update allows you to block transactions on your Bank Central debit card, receive alerts, schedule transfers between accounts, and log in with your fingerprint using Touch ID. That's the latest on our newly updated mobility app. Download it today for free. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC. Visit us today at bcna.com.
Just look for the arches. That's right, the Golden Arches at McDonald's in Alva. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, pancakes, Big Macs, fries, or even a refreshing salad, think McDonald's first. Once again this year, McDonald's should be your pregame or postgame stop for all Goldbug and Ranger game days. McDonald's is also the proud home for the Alva Goldbug and Northwestern Ranger coaches shows this season. That's McDonald's in Alva, a proud supporter of all area schools and activities.
Well, Martinez drills one into the near side back corner of the end zone. No Ranger return here. Touchback, and the Rangers will bring it out to the 25. 1st and 10 for Northwestern's offense. Dustin, not starting to get away, but the momentum's definitely slid in the Reddies' direction.
It is, but that's such a huge stop for Northwestern to keep it to a 1-possession game. Instead of giving up the touchdown when you'd be down 2 possessions, now you keep it at 24-17 for your offense.
What the Reddies may not realize is that it's about this time in the third quarter when we start playing football. So they better watch out. Here we go. Snap back to Isaiah Weed. He'll throw to the flat near side, complete to Gavin Gardner. Great juke at the 32, across the 35, and he will be brought out of bounds at the 37-yard line. That's a Community Bank 1st down for the Rangers on a great move from Gavin Gardner.
Yeah, it was good throw out to Garner that time. Hits the R1 button, jukes around the defender, and able to pick up the 1st down out to the 34.
It's still quality. I love it. 2 minutes left to go here in the third. Hand off to, I believe that's Gatewood, taking it to the far side. He's going to get to the 40, but be dropped there. A gain of 1 as the Rangers try and sweep to the far sideline.
Yeah, Gatewood making his first appearance. He was in on that first play. Now his second play as he can pick up that handoff. I think we got a player down, though.
Yep, injured Ranger on the field. Training staff making their way out. It looks to be Gatewood who was injured on that play. We'll take a timeout for the injury and be right back. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug, right here on the Pulse 105.7.
At Community Bank, we understand that things change, and this is why we continually strive to provide our customers with a better banking experience. Our location at 1729 College Boulevard and 3 ATM locations offer convenient access for our customers. We strive to develop customer relationships and a high level of community involvement. At Community Bank, we believe in banking together, working with our customers to match the right products and services for their needs, because their success improves our community, and a better community is our goal. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, Member FDIC.
Is it about time for your financial checkup? You wouldn't skip your medical checkup, so why skip out on checking where you're at financially? At E&J Financial, our educational approach takes the mystery out of investing, insurance, estate conservation, and preserving wealth. At E&J Financial, they are committed to offering complete objectivity and unbiased advice. They also strive to build long-lasting relationships with their clients, offering ongoing educational guidance through your portfolio. So, if you're in need of a financial checkup, contact the experts, because at E&J Financial, we are invested in your future.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow. Hey, $100 gift card still available from the Northwestern Bookstore if you can answer the E&J Financial halftime trivia question. Dustin, what was it one more time?
Prior to last year, when was the last time Northwestern had defeated Henderson State? Folks, again, you'll just have to go on to the Pulse 105.7, comment with the answer, and you'll win a $100 gift card. Still don't have a winner for it, so hopefully we'll have one by the end of the game.
Jump on to Facebook. Tell us when, prior to last year, the last time the Rangers beat the Reddies. It was in Arkadelphia. And if you're thinking 19, you're wrong.
Yeah.
There's a hint. 1:34 left to go here in the third. Weed out of the gun. Takes the snap. Play action. Drops back. Pressure coming. Isaiah slips one. Tackler will not slip the second. And he will go down at the 25-yard line. As far as sack yardage goes, well, that's a ton.
Yeah, it was. Walter Siegel had the initial pressure, able to get away from him, but did not escape the defensive end, Robert Thomas, that time. And again, now the Rangers are staring into another 3rd and long.
This one, long is an understatement.
What is it?
This one's going to go 21-2, let's call it 22-ish yards. 3rd down and a short bus ride. I guess to update that phrase, I'm going to say an Uber. Hand off to Jalen Williams. He'll start left, cuts back right, spins at the 30, out of one tackle into a second at the 31. Of the needed 23 yards, Jalen Williams got 4. That'll bring up 4th down and a long ways to go. Rangers going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, get safe call that time on 3rd and forever. So Jalen Williams picks up 4. Rangers now forced to punt, and we're under 30 seconds here to go in the 3rd quarter. And, Matt, it's amazing. You know, we've been great in the first half. 3rd quarter has not been very kind to the Rangers so far.
Certainly has not. A 7-point contest. Time ticking down. 16 seconds now. Snap back to Blake Humble. Wants to kick it in this direction, and he does. Wow, got some leg behind that one. Fielded at the 28-yard line. Bam! Huge shot from the Rangers special teams will stop the return man at the 36-yard line and stop like what happens when small things hit walls. Because, dang, that was a good tackle.
Was the freshman from Enid, Devin Fulgham, that time able to come up with a hit on special teams.
Devin Fulgham went down there and made that tackle like he knew where Lodry was headed. I'm going to meet you right here on the field, and he did. Wow. Nice special teams stop. I'm really impressed at Chase Lodry's ability to hang on to the ball with that one.
And now, important possession. Again, this should be the final play of the 3rd quarter, but Rangers have got to get a stop here on this possession, though.
6 seconds left in the 3rd. Stameti out of the gun, takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Here we go. That is Marini on the run. Good enough for a 1st down, shy of midfield. And that will bring the 3rd quarter to an end. 1 quarter left to go. The Rangers trail by 7, 24-17. We'll be back with 4th quarter action. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug, right here on the Pulse 105.7.
When you don't feel well, you want a doctor you know and trust. Dr. Linda McMurphy and Dr. Tim Newton at Great Salt Plains Health Center are pleased to meet the primary care needs for the communities where they were raised. Call 580-596-2800 as early as 7 a.m. Monday through Friday or late until 7 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday. Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance at all. Call 596-2800 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Linda McMurphy or Dr. Tim Newton and find out why so many others choose Great Salt Plains Health Center, Cherokee, Medford, Enid, and Canton.
Football season is upon us, and Holder Drug in Alva has everything you need to get ready for the 2018 season, especially when it comes to tailgating, because the two go together. So let Holder Drug help you with your football spirit with their 32-ounce swig insulated cups with either Goldbug or Ranger color for $19.95, or choose both. They can also personalize the cup for $5 more. Holder Drug also offers OU and OSU swig cups as well, so make sure to get to Holder Drug before the Rangers and Goldbugs take off their season and let them help you with all your tailgating needs.
Fourth quarter action about to get underway now. Stemetti out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers in the formation. Handoff to Cobra Jones. Hit at the line of scrimmage. He bounces off a tackle, goes left, dives forward. He will pick up 3 yards there and take the ball across the midfield stripe. Goodness, that was a decent run. Second down and 7 upcoming.
Then it looked like Jones was going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, but able to kind of pinball forward, pick up 4 or 5 yards on that play.
Well, he's a guy that likes to bounce off of tacklers, no doubt. 14:33 to go. 24-17, Reddies with the lead and the ball. Just across the midfield line into Ranger territory at the 49. Stemetti will take the shotgun, snap, pump fake to the near side. Bam! Buried! Big sack, Jimmy Pace. Number 2 in the game. And that one, that's the worst sack ever for a quarterback. Completely blind.
I'm a little surprised, as much as fumble problems that Stemetti has had, that he didn't cough the ball up there, because Jimmy Pace just swallowed him up in the backfield. A huge defensive play for Northwestern. Now puts Henderson State in the 3rd and long.
Man, they're going to have to wash Jimmy Pace's number off the back of Stemetti's jersey that time. That was an absolute tattoo of a hit. Wow. Backs him up. 3rd down and long now. Call it 3rd and 16 for the Reddies, and we have got a timeout by the Rangers. Defense wants to get a little fired up and get a big stop here. We'll join Matt Walter and company in the timeout. You're listening to Ranger Football right here on the Pulse 105.7. Is your flooring boring and outdated? Then you need to contact Pettit's House of Carpet in Alva, Oklahoma today. Pettit's has it all: hardwood, porcelain, LVT, ceramic, and rugs in all the best name brands. Let the experts at Pettit's help you find the perfect color, pattern, texture, and style for your home or business. What are you waiting for? Don't just settle for any old flooring. Get the experts. Get Pettit's House of Carpet today. Come see them at 1128 College Boulevard in Alva, or schedule your consultation by calling 327-3044. That's 327-3044. Pettit's House of Carpet, where we put quality first.
With all the sights to see in or around Alva, you don't want to miss a thing. Let Alva Vision Clinic, a member of Vision Source, bring life into focus for you. At Alva Vision Clinic, your family's vision health is our business, and they always keep it personal from your initial exam through the selection of that perfect pair of glasses or contacts. They have been a part of the Alva community since 1931, so make your next appointment with the staff that cares. Visit Alva Vision Clinic at 504 College Avenue in downtown Alva today.
Welcome back live to the 4th quarter of Ranger football. 11 first downs for the Rangers. Those are Community Bank first downs. 3rd down and long. Call it 14 for the Reddies. Stemetti takes the shotgun snap, screen set up to the far side. Complete to Lodry. The wide receiver breaks out of one tackle, will not escape a second. He'll be brought down shy of the 50-yard line, and it's going to bring up 4th down, and we'll call it 8 yards for the Reddies, maybe 9. Nevertheless, a big defensive stop for the Rangers. Great use of a timeout. If they needed that to ensure that they could get that stop, well used. I like it. And now the Reddies are going to be forced to punt. Justin Kane back to return this one for the Rangers. He will set up at about the 10-yard line. Only question will be whether or not Justin Kane will have an opportunity to return it. Ball is headed downfield. It will bounce at the 20, again at the 15, and then roll dead inside the 10 to the 9 to the 8, about the 7-yard line. No return possible there. Great punt by the Reddies. Rangers pin deep.
Yeah, Angel Esparza with a good punt that time. Now Northwestern again having to start. We've been in kind of bad field position on each of these drive starts here in the second half, Matt.
Certainly has not favored Northwestern, at least like it was earlier in the game. But quick strike offense, Dustin, they haven't needed more than 3 plays to span the length of the field when they have scored. So all I can say is maybe this is going to be a really exciting drive, as we will start out on the 12-yard line. Media timeout on the field. We'll take a second to thank a few of our sponsors, including the Ranger Sports Network travel sponsor, Local Boys Entertainment. I'm a mile and a half from the house tonight, Dustin, but I appreciate Local Boys Entertainment being the travel sponsor of Ranger football. It didn't get as much kick out of it this week as we did a week ago, but we're going to get a whole bunch out of it next week.
Yeah, no question. Again, next week we're on the road to Magnolia, Arkansas to take on the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders.
Certainly a long, long trip into Southern Arkansas. Not to mention, those guys are really good. Hey, we have a winner on the trivia question.
Shocker, right?
Looks to me like Jesse Klein has dug through the old record books and come up with that one. 2002 is, in fact, the year. The last time the Rangers beat the Reddies. Prior to last season, when was the last time the Rangers beat the Reddies? It's all the way back in 2002 in the natural state. That one, a game played at HSU in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. The Rangers come away with the victory. We have never beaten the Reddies here in Alva. 13 minutes and 1 second left in the game. The Rangers down 7. An opportunity to do that for the first time here tonight.
Matt, and that was the first ever game between the two, and Rangers won at 56-7 back in 02.
Big win for the Rangers. Flag will blow. This play will be blown dead before it gets going. A flag prior to the snap. The Rangers were hit the backfield. Jacob Payton was dropped behind the line of scrimmage, but I don't think that's going to stand. It looks like it will be a false start penalty against the Rangers. So from bad field position to slightly worse field position as the Rangers going the wrong way.
Yeah, again, every drive seems something is happening, and here's the thing, it's happening on first down, the very first play of the drive, which you cannot have happen. We already were off to a bad start, having to start inside our own 10. Now we'd be backed up inside the 5.
Guys need to get a little collected out there. We will see if they can gather themselves for this drive.
So now I think they'll spot this at the 4.
That's a long way from the place we need to be. 96 yards between the Rangers and pay dirt. Now Isaiah Weed will be out of the gun. That will put him in the end zone to take this snap. Jake Payton to his left. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Weed calls for the ball, takes the snap, pocket holds. Now a little pressure. Isaiah will flush, goes quarterback keeper. On the run, here goes Isaiah Weed. Across the 5-yard line to the 6, ran outside of his shoe.
Yeah, at least got something on that play. Again, nobody opened downfield that time. Good coverage for the Reddies, but again, a good decision by Isaiah Weed. At least it picks up positive yardage that time. Gives him a little bit more breathing room here on second down.
It does. That was a really good open field tackle by the Reddies, too. If Isaiah gets by that one, he had room up to about the 15 or the 20, but just couldn't quite get there. 12:29 on the clock. Third down upcoming for the Rangers. Weed out of the pocket, wants to throw, hits a receiver in and out of his hands. I think that's Gavin Garner who had that one bounce off of him. Incomplete, and now the Rangers will be forced to punt from inside their own 10. Ouch.
That hurts. I mean, because that's one that, you expect. Garner hasn't really, I don't think he's dropped very many balls this year. That may be his first one, but again, he's kind of been the main receiver, his go-to guy for Isaiah Weed. That's one you'd like to see him come up with.
Pass was maybe just a hair behind him, but definitely a catchable ball. It hit him where you would hope it would, I guess.
And now look, Humple's punting again, just inside the back of the end zone.
Just in front of the stripe at the backside. Snap back to Blake Humble. He will kick this one away. High end over end kick. Got a good punt out of this one. Fair catch called for, made at the 45-6 yard line in Ranger territory. So we got him back about as far as you could hope, and now we'll see if the defense can hold once again.
Well, we did see the fair catch signal this time.
That was actually, wasn't waving guys away from it. He was calling for the fair catch and made it. By the way, had to kind of turn his body awkwardly to make that catch. That's one of those that as a head coach, you probably kind of, whoa, man, glad we came up with that one. It could have just as easily been on the ground.
And again, Ranger defense going to have to come up. Last couple drives, they've made some big stands with the Reddies having this good field position. They're going to have it again. They're going to have the ball in Ranger territory at the 47-yard line. So defense is going to have to come up big again for Northwestern and keep this to a one-score game.
Media timeout on the field. We'll try and squeeze one in here in the booth. You're listening to Ranger Football on the Pulse 105.7.
When you want the ultimate music and light show for your wedding, special event, or dance, you need Local Boys Entertainment. Whether it's country, rock, or the oldies, Local Boys Entertainment in Cherokee, Oklahoma will give you an unforgettable event. Local Boys offers the new Dancing on a Cloud with a dry ice fog machine, which is approved by most venues and perfect for your first dance. Local Boys Entertainment are the only ones in the area that offer this awesome effect. Book Local Boys today by calling 580-216-3116 or check them out on Facebook at Local Boys Entertainment. Don't settle for just a DJ. Book Local Boys Entertainment out of Cherokee today.
Life can be funny. Just like on the field, it's not always the team with the best players that gets the win. Sometimes it's the players that make up the best team who come out on top. The same can be said for insurance, and that's why you're going to want to team up with McDermott and Associates when it comes to your insurance needs. McDermott and Associates is a family-owned business with more than 40 years in the insurance industry. They can help you turn your loss into a win. Visit the winning team today at McDermott and Associates, 526 Flynn in Alva, or call them at 580-327-3500. That's McDermott Equipment and Associates.
Well, on first down, Marini goes Darren Sproles from K-State back in the day, just hides behind that big offensive line and chugs forward, picks him up 5 yards, 2nd and 5 upcoming for the Reddies now.
Good comparison there. I like that.
Well, thank you, sir. Stametti out of the gun. Rangers creeping up, looking like they want to bring pressure here. They'll back off at the last moment. Shotgun snap goes back. Pocket holds momentarily. Another sack. Stametti is going to go down. The Rangers got to him for the 3rd time today. That was one of the middle defensive linemen there. Looks like it is Tyrese Jackson with the sack for the Rangers.
Again, I think the 3rd sack of the night now for Northwestern, and that's what you had to have right there on 2nd down. Now puts them at 3rd and long here for Henderson State.
Yeah, from 2nd and 5 to 3rd down and 8.
Defensive line has come up big. I mean, really, the entire defense has when Henderson State's had this great field position.
Well, and that was just 4-on-5 pressure, fighting through it. Close the pocket in around Stametti and force something to happen. We'll see what goes on 3rd down here. Snap back to him, wants to throw, looking to the near sideline. Jumping catch incomplete. 0 flags down. That will stand 4th down upcoming for the Reddies.
Cam White, smart decision that time. Just put his hands up right at the last second, able to tip that one away because he had his receiver, Doug Johnson, down the sidelines. Again, Ranger defense holds, forcing a 3-and-out.
Boy, and the Reddies have had some incredible catches in situations like that earlier today. Never count them out. That one incomplete, but gosh, you just hold your breath every time he airs one out like that. Punt unit on the field. Punt return for the Rangers. Justin Kane back. He's positioned at the 10. They're going to drive him back inside the 5, and he called for the fair catch. Oh, Justin. Oh, Justin. Reeled the fair catch in at the 2-yard line. That one is questionable at best. Question as in why?
I know. That's one where you just have to know.
Go into the end zone.
Yeah, you have to know where you're at on the field that time when you're backing up. And again, that's huge because you're looking at now all of a sudden you're inside the 5 at the 3 instead of being at the 25.
Oh, that hurts. So that's one of those ones where you tell your return guy, put your heels on the 10-yard line. If it goes over your head, don't move.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's tough. And now it just puts your offense in another hole. Now they have to go 97 yards to have an opportunity to tie this thing.
A short 97-yard field lays in front of the Rangers. We'll see what Isaiah Weed can do. Maybe if we call it short, they'll think it. Here we go. Jalen Williams on the carry, spins out of one tackle, gets to the 10-yard line, still on his feet, turning at the 11, turning to the 12-yard line. Forward progress stop. Good run right there by Jalen Williams. Great move to slip that first tackle.
Yeah, good first play from Jalen Williams. Hard running around the left side and able to pick up 9 on the play. Should bring up 2nd and short.
So here we go. 2nd down. We'll call it 2. It's a long 1, really. Williams will stay in the backfield. 3 wide receivers to the far side for Isaiah Weed. Handoff Jalen Williams up the middle. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Able to force himself forward. He should get it and will. Community Bank first down for the Rangers on the back of Jalen Williams.
That's huge. And he gets some breathing room now. You open up the playbook a little bit more now that he's still inside the right at about the 15, but not inside your own 5.
Lucky number 13 on the Community Bank first down meter. Rangers have moved the chains. 10 minutes exactly left in the game. Rangers down 7 points. 24-17 our score. Northwestern needs to get back in it here. Swing some momentum and let's see what happens. Jalen Williams to the right side of Isaiah Weed. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Snap back to Weed. Fakes the give to Williams. Wants to roll out. Has to throw it away. Gets it out of bounds. That was a pass to escape the sack. He looked to be outside the tackle box. No intentional grounding. No flag. Burned first down. Brings up 2nd and 10. Great play by Isaiah Weed right there, Dustin.
It was smart play. I mean, and he's pretty good at that. We've seen him do that over the last course of the last 2 years and able to get rid of the football and not make a mistake that time.
My, oh my, a drive that started at the 3-yard line has moved itself up to the 15. 2nd down and 10 to go for the Rangers. Weed calling for the ball, takes the snap, fakes the give to Jake Payton. Isaiah will roll to his right, pressure coming. Isaiah trying to escape, throws downfield. Receiver coming back to it, catch made at the 35-yard line. Unbelievable play. Way to read the eyes of the quarterback. Good job, Rangers. That'll be a Community Bank first down. Kentrez Bell coming up big with that one like he did on the the first touchdown of the day, one-handed in coverage. Another big play from Kentrez Bell.
And he saved his quarterback that time. Smart play by Bell to help him out, come back to the ball that time for Isaiah Weed on the throw, and it's a huge first down for Northwestern.
And how about the athleticism of Isaiah Weed to extend that play? Snap back to Weed. Play action, rolling to the far side, completed a pass to Jake Payton at the 40, dives over a tackler, and Payton is going to be down. Jake is setting, but he will not be getting up. I can't tell what looks like it's hurt, but Jacob Payton is going to be on the turf for a minute.
Well, and he flipped up in the air off that tackle. A good tackle by Henderson State, but Payton comes down a little awkwardly on that hit. Did pick up 6-7 yards as he's still down on the field right now.
Well, you hate to see that. Here's one of the conference's leading rushers, one of the top 10 rushers in the nation right now, and I think it's his right arm that he's holding that they're looking at least from the angle that I can see. Haven't helped him up off of the turf yet. Jake looks like that one stung a little. As they continue to inspect him, we'll take a quick injury timeout. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug, right here on The Pulse.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Stephanie Eaton at 327-3600 today. Looking to keep that beautiful summer tan through the fall and winter? Then you need to plan your visits to Exotic Heatwave and take advantage of our 24-hour tanning. No matter your schedule, Exotic Heatwave can give you access to Alva's best tanning facilities. In fact, all NWOSU students who present their student ID receive discounts on monthly tanning packages. Custom color spray tans are also available by appointment. Call Exotic Heatwave today at 580-327-4328 or stop by the salon at 1016 Noble in Alva. Keep that summer glow all season long with Exotic Heatwave.
Jake Payton comes off the field under his own power. He's going to be looked at on the sideline. Looks like a left arm pinned up against him. The training staff will start to inspect. Isaiah Weed will take the snap, throws downfield, middle of the field, caught by Miles Mitchison at the 35. Goodbye, Henderson State. Miles Mitchison to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
What a throw and catch. Isaiah Weed with a dart right over the middle, and Miles Mitchison just runs away from the defense that time. All of a sudden now, Matt, Rangers within one of tying this thing up.
And how about the route, Dustin? Miles Mitchison comes from the outside in, right down the center cut seam, and Isaiah Weed tattooed him with a perfect pass in perfect stride. And then Mitchison has got some wheels, just outruns everybody. That looked like a track event in the 40-yard dash, and we won. Point after attempt, not a pretty kick, good enough to get through, and the Rangers will knot it up at 24 with 8.5 to go. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ranger Football, all tied up on Family Day, brought to you by Holder Drug right here in Alva, Oklahoma.
Is it about time for your financial checkup? You wouldn't skip your medical checkup, so why skip out on checking where you're at financially? At E&J Financial, our educational approach takes the mystery out of investing, insurance, estate conservation, and preserving wealth. At E&J Financial, they are committed to offering complete objectivity and unbiased advice. They also strive to build long-lasting relationships with their clients, offering ongoing educational and guidance through your portfolio. So, if you're in need of a financial checkup, contact the experts, because at E&J Financial, we are invested in your future.
Alva State Bank wants to help you meet your personal and business financial needs. We are committed to our communities and are motivated to build strong and lasting relationships with our customers. Stop by any of our convenient locations in Alva, Enid, Burlington, Freedom, or Kiowa to speak to our friendly staff about how we can help you today to prepare for your tomorrow. Alva State Bank, family owned and operated, member FDIC.
Welcome back live to Ranger Football. Deep kickoff from the Rangers will be fielded in the end zone. It's a touchback for the Reddies. It was Doug Johnson that corralled that one. So Henderson State will come out 1st and 10 after the touchback. 8:33 left to go in the game. Dustin, the Rangers have knotted it up. The question now is, did we score too quickly?
Yeah, that is the big question. 8:33 to go here in the fourth. But here's the thing, Matt. The defense, you got to give credit to them for holding Henderson State out of the end zone, allowing the offense to have that opportunity to score, and that's exactly what Isaiah Weed and company did.
Yeah, I don't think you could. It's a great point to bring up, but at the point in time when you're down in the ballgame in the fourth quarter, if you get a chance to score, go do it, I think is the traditional philosophy here. Ryan Stametti will be out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, but all in tight this time. Backs up in the pocket, throws for the near side, complete at the 35-yard line. Reeling in the catch this time was John Murray.
Yeah, Murray again with another catch. We've seen him do that same route probably 2 or 3 times tonight for a first down, able to pick up one there, and all of a sudden Henderson State now with their first down on this drive out to the 36.
Looked like a zone defense from the Rangers, and Murray just found a nice little soft spot kind of right there in between all the coverages. 1st and 10 for the Reddies. Stametti again out of the gun. 2 wide receivers right to left, 1 man in the backfield. That will be a handoff up the middle. Rangers hit the Reddies in behind the line, but Marini able to escape 1 tackle, get forward for a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 upcoming.
Yeah, it looked like the Rangers were able to get Marini behind the line, had him at about the 33, 34-yard line, but Marini's a tough runner. He's been able to do that all night long, it seems. Break that initial first tackle and able to pick up a yard at least.
3 wide outs to the far side of the field, 1 to the near side. It's Chase Lodry on this side. Watch him on this one. Marini is in the backfield. Stametti out of the gun. Rangers show 4 down linemen. They will bring some pressure. Force Stametti out of the pocket, running to his left. He'll tuck it and keep it. Dives across the 40-yard line to the 42. Good pickup there, short of the first down, necessary yardage for a first down, but it'll bring up 3rd and short. We'll call it 3rd and 4.
That's good coverage downfield for the Ranger secondary that time, forcing Stametti to have to take off and run. Does bring up now a 3rd down where the Rangers have been pretty successful against Henderson State here in the second half.
John Murray split wide to the near side. He's got a receiver stacked up behind him. Identical set to the far side of the field. 1 man in the backfield. Shotgun set here. 4 down for the Rangers. Stametti will throw quickly in and out of the hands of his wide receiver. And then Trey Merritt, a diving attempt for the INT. It can't quite come up with it off the end of his fingertips. Incomplete pass. 4th down for the Reddies now, and they will have to punt this ball away as they face 4th and 4 from the 42-yard line in Reddy territory.
Stametti that time looking over the middle for Chase Lodry. Threw it a little bit high, and boy, it almost turned out to be a huge turnover for the Rangers, but Merritt just couldn't get to it.
Justin Kane at the 20. Hopefully he won't back up much from there. Good punt on the way. End over end. Fair catch called for. Kane missed it. Muffed it. Dove on it. Wow, nice recovery. Justin Kane, way to go. Picks it up at the 22. Boy,
I'm going to start to get nervous every time Henderson State punts the ball now.
It's just been magic for them. Had Justin back up from the 10 and fair catch 1 at the 2. This time calls for it at the 20. Ball kind of dies on him, runs forward, comes off his fingertips, hits the turf, but he's able to dive right on it.
Well, and that's the thing. The good thing is the coverage unit for Henderson State hadn't made it downfield far enough yet to even have an opportunity to get on that ball. But heads up play by Kane to at least, instead of trying to pick up and run with it, you at least fall on it and recover it.
Get the possession. Absolutely. Don't give up the short field. I don't know that the Rangers have had a 6-minute and 43-second drive this season. Be great to put one out now and cap it off with a field goal. Handoff up the middle. Jalen Williams will try things first. Breaks a tackle. Starts to move to the outside. Drug down. That's going to be, short gain, maybe nothing. 2nd and at least 9 coming up.
Yeah, maybe a half a yard if that. Williams, not much running room again. Henderson State's defensive line did a good job holding that at the point of attack.
So here we go. 2nd down and 10 upcoming. Rangers denied any yardage on first down with the ball on the ground. 6:15 left to go in a tie ball game. Snap back to Isaiah Weed. Pressure coming. Weed flushes near side. He will throw this ball away. Got away from the pressure, pulled the trigger on it. Incomplete pass as it went into the sideline, so that will burn 2nd down. Now 3rd and 10 upcoming.
Well, and I thought Isaiah Weed was pretty close to still being in the tackle box that time. There wasn't really a receiver over there either.
Didn't get a whole lot east and west, and there were 0 guys in routes in that side. Referees giving the benefit of the doubt. I like it. 6:07 left. That incomplete pass will stop the clock. Tie ball game, 24-all, 4th quarter. Weed out of the gun. 3 wide receivers in this setup. 2 men in the backfield. Takes the snap. Play action. Throws quick. Slant route to the near side. Kentrez Bell comes up big. Catches it at the 30. Up to the 32. Community Bank First down for the Rangers. That's number 15 in the game.
A good catch that time by Bell, and also to lean forward, pick up that first down. Initially, I didn't think he was going to get to it, but a nice move after he caught it to pick up another community bank first down for Northwestern and keep this drive alive.
I believe Bell's got 3 grabs in this game. All of them have been pretty big. 5:45 to go. Isaiah out of the gun, takes the snap, handoff Jalen Williams up the middle. Got some momentum that time. Got through the first wave of defenders and into the secondary. Picks up 5 on first down. Second half to go here as the Rangers will be set up at the 36.
I think we've got a Ranger down on the field right now as well, too. I think it's an offensive lineman.
Looks like it is, and he looks to be in some pain, kind of rolling around back and forth. He's going to get to his feet and kind of hop off.
Could be Jonas Castillo.
I think it's 6'6", if that's what you're seeing.
My apologies, I am not. Brandon Nickum.
There we go. Nickum is going to come off limping on his left leg a little, so under his own power, not being helped off, but he's got braces on both knees. Definitely tweaked something. Knee, ankle. He'll be escorted to the sideline by the Rangers training staff.
Jesse Harris, the 6'5", redshirt sophomore from Texas, will come in and replace him.
Jesse getting somebody's way. We need the pocket to hold here, buddy. Second down and 5 to go from the 36-yard line in Ranger territory. 5:20 left to go in this game. It's tied up. Weed will take the snap, play action. Throws complete. Bailey Garza catches it at the 38, across the 40 to the 45. First down, Rangers.
A good call that time. And Bailey Garza, one of the sure-handed guys for this Northwestern team. Every time he's able to catch that ball, get into some space, does some really good things with it.
Probably 3 times we've seen him run that route this season. He's got it down to a fine art. Nice hard slant to the outside, wheels it upfield, always positive yardage. 4:56 as the Rangers look at first down. Low snap, Weed able to handle it, gets it to Jalen Williams, but the snap caused a little disruption there. Guys in the backfield, and Jalen Williams will fight forward. Gets a yard, but that was it. Not much doing. Second and 9 upcoming.
Yeah, that was Logan Edwards that time. Got the initial pressure on Williams, but at least good job to fight off the tackler that time. At least pick up a yard and have a positive gain on first down.
Rangers looking to the sideline. Coaches signaling in the plays here. Isaiah Weed and company will face second down and 9 to go. Ball is at the 46-yard line in Ranger territory. 4 minutes and 19 seconds left as the game clock starts to roll. Snap back to Weed. Play action again. Pocket holds. He's got some time. Looks downfield. Kentrez Bell open. Major grab at the 20-yard line. Kentrez Bell cannot be stopped today.
Boy, what a throw that time again. Weed has been throwing some darts here in the second half, and that one was right to Kentrez Bell, right down the seams, able to pick up a huge gain for Northwestern.
Boy, and Bell made a great play and adjustment on that ball. Came up with it. Was going to the turf. Managed to get it right in the cradle and hang on to it. Rangers first and 10 in the red zone now. Signs coming in from the sideline. They're going to go 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Horatio Smith and Gavin Gardner furthest away from us. Snap back to Isaiah Weed. Handoff Jalen Williams. Caught from behind. Tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Great backside pursuit that time. Linebacker makes the stop. It's Logan Edwards again. Man, he's a disruptive force.
He has come around all the way from the right side and able to tackle Williams. A good tackle that time because it looked like Jalen Williams had a hole off the right side. Could have picked up maybe 4 or 5 yards, but Edwards limits that to no gain.
Ranger offense again looking to the sideline. Pace of the snap pace is slowed just a bit. You can tell that Matt Walter and the offensive crew taking a little bit more time with play selection here. Play clock is down to 12. 3:06 left to go in the game. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side.
Just 7 seconds on the clock. We may see a timeout here.
2 men in the backfield along with Isaiah Weed. He'll take the shotgun snap. Fakes the give to Williams. Rolls out. Pressure coming. Isaiah sets up, throws. Has a receiver in the area. It's caught. Did he do it in bounds? Did he do it? They look like they're going to spot it. They are going to say, oh, wow, they're still talking.
Unreal.
Dustin, no side. There it is. It's a catch. It's a catch at the 2-yard line. You got to be kidding me. Unbelievable play by the Rangers right there. Took 30 seconds to decide, but I'll take it.
And look who it is, Matt. Gavin Garner. Again, one of the biggest wide receiver for Northwestern. And again, he comes up with that play. I did not know if he was going to end up coming in bounds with that or not. Referees had to talk about it for a second, but they give Garner a huge catch down for the Rangers inside the 1.
That was an NFL style catch. 1 foot, kind of the toe drag, if you will, diving out of bounds to make it. Now the Rangers set up first down, goal to go. Snap back, handoff. Jalen Williams finds a hole. Touchdown, Rangers. Jalen Williams punches it in, and Northwestern takes the lead.
Back-to-back drives, Northwestern able to answer after that initial Henderson State scored, put them up 7. Now all of a sudden, Rangers back on top, 30-24, extra point away from going up 7.
What a game. History may be unfolding in front of us here on Family Day at Ranger Field. This could be the first ever victory for the Rangers over the Reddies in Alva. It would also be the first time in series history the Rangers have won back-to-back games. Snap down. Oh, they mishandled it. The holder dropped it. It's going to have to be a play on the go. He will throw, and it's complete, but we're stopped shy of the goal line. Making the grab for the Rangers was Jamar Morris. Just couldn't get the lean in, but we fumbled the snap back to the holder. Door open for the Reddies. 2:25 to go in the game. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ranger Football on the Pulse 105.7.
When you don't feel well, you want a doctor you know and trust. Dr. Linda McMurphy and Dr. Tim Newton at Great Salt Plains Health Center are pleased to meet the primary care needs for the communities where they were raised. Call 580-596-2800 as early as 7 a.m. Monday through Friday or late until 7 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday. Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance at all. Call 596-2800 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Linda McMurphy or Dr. Tim Newton and find out why so many others choose Great Salt Plains Health Center, Cherokee, Medford, Enid, and Canton.
Beatles Nursing Home in Alva has over 100 years of experience caring for your loved ones. The staff at Beatles Nursing Home consists of high qualified staff that provides exceptional personal care to your loved ones. More importantly, your loved ones have a peace of mind that they are being taken care of. Let Beatles Nursing Home, a long-term facility, provide you with compassionate and comprehensive care in a Christian environment. For more information, contact Adam Jordan at 580-327-1274 or visit us on the web at BeatlesNursingHome.com.
Henderson has some mistakes trying to field this kickoff. It was a line drive kick, fielded at the 10 and muffed, picked up and muffed the second time. They come away with it, turning away, running across the field. They will get to the 11 before they're brought down, and a flag comes in on the play. I feel like this might be against the Reddies. They may have a long field in front of them. Right now, Dustin, the Rangers up by 2 field goals. I think it feels better to say like 2 possessions. It's a 6-point game. We scored the touchdown, missed the point after attempt.
I was waiting because there was the initial pause.
Separate the Reddies from the Rangers here in the fourth quarter. Now, a lot on the line, as we have been reminded by one of our tremendous statisticians. Number 1, the Rangers have never beaten the Reddies in Alva. Number 2, the Reddies have never lost a football game in the state of Oklahoma since joining the Great American Conference.
And that could be their first here this evening. Again, Rangers up by 6, 2:17 to go. Henderson State does have all 3 timeouts, but boy, Matt, they're going to have to go 96 yards to try and tie this one up.
In 2 minutes and 17 seconds, here's the problem. They can do it.
Yes, they can.
Wow.
In 1 or 2 plays.
The door's open. That missed point after attempt, those so many times come back to bite you. This could be a nail biter, folks. Keep it right here. Flag down on the play. This one's going to stop before it gets started. That is delay of game on the Reddies. The back judge makes the call. So from the whatever they were at, call it the 4, back to about the 2-yard line. And the Reddies dig the hole a little deeper. Unfortunately, that's not a penalty that really hurts you. You were facing 1st and 10. Now it's 1st and 12. You had 96 yards to go. Now you've got 98. So doesn't make a huge difference, but hopefully every yard counts. We'll see. Sept out of the gun. 4 wide outs. 1 man in the backfield takes the snap. It was low. He'll hand off. It's Morelli coming to the near side to the 10. Flag down. Flag down in the backfield. Maybe a holding penalty. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed on that one as Moraney ran that one up.
If this happened in the end zone, this could be a safety.
That would be interesting.
Now, I don't think it is, so it's obviously not.
Well, they've got the flag at the 1.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Right,
Had it been, it would have been. And
they were at the 2. A holding penalty of half the distance.
So now you're at the 1, the half-yard line?
At the 1. After 15 yards worth of unassessed penalties, the Reddies face 1st and 13. Here we go. Rangers hoping to bring some pressure. Sept out of the gun. Entire offensive line, for the most part, minus the center, is going to be in the end zone here. 4 down for the Rangers. 3 linebackers showing pressure. Now they'll back out of it. 4-man rush. Pocket holds. Stemeti's got time. Looking downfield, throws the ball. That's incomplete. Wow. That one was nowhere near where his intended receiver ran that route. Chase Lodry was at the 35-yard line breaking in. That ball was thrown to the 30-yard line breaking out. I don't know if that was a miscommunication or if Stemeti just felt like pressure was coming, had to get rid of it.
Yeah, wasn't it? Really, the offensive line had held up. He had quite a bit of time back there, but again, it was good coverage in the secondary from Northwestern, though. Forces now second and long from right at the 1.
I didn't see that he was being pressured, but in the end zone, everything feels a little closer to you. 1:49 left to go in the game. 2nd down and 14 for the Reddies. Snap back. Stemeti has it. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Ball in the air. Caught. Oh, my. Over the top of the head of one of the corners that broke on that, trying to pick it off. It was Aaron Barnes, who was just a fraction of an inch short of coming up with the INT. Instead, it will be a first down for the Reddies. Reeled in at the 21-yard line, far side of the field.
When he let that go, Matt, I thought Barnes had a great opportunity to get the interception just over his outstretched hands, though.
Boy, that ball just kind of hung like it needed to, right up in the air just long enough. Snap back to Stemeti. Wants to throw, middle of the field. Trey Merritt picked it off. Trey Merritt came up with the interception for the Rangers at the 45-yard line. Northwestern has the ball with 1:28 left to go in the game, and that could do it.
I was wondering when was going to end up making a mistake. We've had a couple of opportunities tonight to pick him off, Matt, and then Trey Merritt finally able to get it. It's not a great throw from Stemeti that time. Merritt steps up, able to come up with the turnover, and that is a huge one.
That was big. Trey Merritt just out there playing center field, makes a great move on the ball, jumps the route, comes up with what might be the biggest pick of the season thus far. Also, it's the first pick of the season thus far. Ranger defense doing a tremendous job tonight, forces a much-needed, crucial turnover with 1:28 left to go. The Rangers lead 30-24 over Henderson, who's never lost in Oklahoma. Snap back to Isaiah Weed. Give to Jalen Williams. Slips by one tackler. He'll get to the line of scrimmage. Forward for a yard, maybe a little more.
And they still do have all 3 timeouts for Henderson State.
Which is why Northwestern's not just trying to kneel it out. We need to convert a first down, and the Reddies will take the first of what I'm assuming will be 3 back-to-back-to-back timeouts. We'll break away momentarily and be back. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva on the Pulse 105.7.
When you want the ultimate music and light show for your wedding, special event, or dance, you need Local Boys Entertainment. Whether it's country, rock, or the oldies, Local Boys Entertainment in Cherokee, Oklahoma will give you an unforgettable event. Local Boys offers the new Dancing on a Cloud with a dry ice fog machine, which is approved by most venues and perfect for your first dance. Local Boys Entertainment are the only ones in the area that offer this awesome effect. Book Local Boys today by calling 580-216-3116 or check them out on Facebook at Local Boys Entertainment. Don't settle for just a DJ. Book Local Boys Entertainment out of Cherokee today.
Is your flooring boring and outdated? Then you need to contact Pettit's House of Carpet in Alva, Oklahoma today. Pettit's has it all. Hardwood, porcelain, LVT, ceramic, and rugs in all the best name brands. Let the experts at Pettit's help you find the perfect color, pattern, texture, and style for your home or business. What are you waiting for? Don't just settle for any old flooring. Get the experts. Get Pettit's House of Carpet today. Come see them at 1128 College Boulevard in Alva, or schedule your consultation by calling 327-3044. That's 327-3044. Pettit's House of Carpet, where we put quality.
Oh my God. That was a run from the Rangers, and Jalen Williams coughed the ball up. It went forward for about 10 more yards. He took the ball around the near sideline, got hit at about the 39-yard line. Ball squirted out, went to the 32, picked up by the Reddies, and just like that, Dustin, from unbelievable, we've got this one on ice to
I was just about to say we're a minute 20-something away from being the first ever Great American Conference Oklahoma team to beat Henderson, and then we cough up the football there. Unreal on the turnover.
Well, Dustin, if nobody's ever told you, it's a horrible idea to predict the end of a game on the radio, and I'm going to put this one squarely on you.
All right. Well, it wouldn't be the first time.
Here we go. 1:11 left to go in a game that has been a thriller in the closeout. 30-24 Northwestern leads. Reddy's got the ball after a Jalen Williams fumble. Snap back to Stemeti. He will throw. Complete. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of the intended target. Maurice right there to break it up on a crossing route nonetheless. How about your middle linebacker guarding a wide receiver on a crossing route? And that was Chase Lodry that Maurice ran down, able to swat that ball away. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10 upcoming. Boy, Maurice Wright is an impressive player. I have been told by multiple sources that guy could play any position on the football field.
I do remember Coach Walter talking about that after the coaches show on Wednesday at McDonald's.
Likes the defensive side. 1:07 to go. Snap back to Stemetti. He will step up, throws long, complete, inside Ranger territory, caught at the 44-yard line, taken down to the 40, near the 35 is where they'll finally reel him in. We'll call it the 37. That was John Murray on the reception. We've called his name a lot. He's having a heck of a game.
Yeah, we have him. He's been kind of Stemetti's favorite target, I think, throughout the night. And all of a sudden, Henderson stayed inside the Ranger 40 under a minute.
Man, Ryan Stemetti, an opportunity to drive down and win a second game in a row. He just had a game-winning drive against Arkansas Tech for an overtime victory. Now it's going to be complete to Chase Lodry. Making the stop for the Rangers is Eric Cook.
And Henderson State's going to have to take a timeout because he did not get out of bounds.
And that is the case. Henderson will call a timeout. They are in Ranger territory, guys. The ball is at the 31-yard line. Hang on, Ranger Nation. A big finish here in Alva. We'll see what happens. Quick break, and we'll be back. You're listening to Ranger Football on the Pulse 105.7.
When it comes to operations in the oil field, service and dependability are a must. That's why you need Regal Oilfield Supply as your partner in the field. Regal Oilfield Supply has a 30-year record of delivering parts, supplies, and services when and where you need them. Call Regal today at 580-327-0770 and discover why they have been the trusted name for oil field supplies in northern Oklahoma. That's Regal Oilfield Supply at 580-327-0770.
Just look for the arches. That's right, the Golden Arches at McDonald's in Alva. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, pancakes, Big Macs, fries, or even a refreshing salad, think McDonald's first. Once again this year, McDonald's should be your pregame or postgame stop for all Goldbug and Ranger game days. McDonald's is also the proud home for the Alva Goldbug and Northwestern Ranger coaches shows this.
And we're back. Had to cut that one a little short. 36 seconds left. Stemetti takes the snap. Pressure coming. Throws away. Throws the ball away under heavy pressure from the Rangers front line. That's Holiday that was back there giving Richard Stemetti a run for his life right there.
He was. I thought he was going to end up having a chance to bring him down for a sack, but Stemetti just having to get rid of that one and live to play here on third down. It's 3rd and 4 upcoming for Henderson State. Just 31 seconds to go.
Well, is this 4-down territory? 2 more downs for the Rangers. We'll see if we can come up with a stop or a turnover here. Would be just incredible. 31 seconds left in the game. Rangers up by 6. Stemetti out of the gun, takes the snap, looking to his left, throws, slant route, complete, and the Rangers are able to make the tackle. Henderson gets the first down. I don't know how much that will, actually it's going to matter a lot because if we'd stopped him, it would have been 4th down, but nevertheless, they refresh the sticks. 19 seconds left. Stemetti takes the snap. They're not going to spike it here. They've got a second play ready to go, and he's going to air this one out, headed for the end zone, off the face mask of the Ranger defender in the zone. That was Quashawn Gray who had the best shot at it. Receiver, not really a part of that one. Looked like he got tangled up and fell right there as the ball was coming in, and then Quashawn Gray had it bounce off his helmet. I think he was out of bounds when it did it, so maybe inconsequential. Nevertheless, the clock will stop. Second down upcoming. 10 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, he did. And the offensive line for Henderson State was actually upset. They wanted like a pass interference penalty there. No chance.
Was a little behind the play to be making that call, but you know what? I don't blame them. 10.7 seconds. Richard Stemetti out of the gun. 4 wideouts. Takes the snap. Drops back. Got time. Throwing for the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Swatted away by the Rangers. Big play by Eric Cook. That might be the defensive play of the game right there.
I don't think there's any question because Murray, he did have Murray in the end zone, but Eric Cook just made a fantastic play by the defender, knocking that one away and forcing 3rd down and 10 now from the 25.
Quashawn Gray had him covered on the inside. Eric Cook came up from the sideline, dove right in front of the receiver, and as the ball hit Murray, Eric Cook slapped it out of his hands and into the turf. That was huge. That was a touchdown-saving breakup from Eric Cook right there. Henderson's burned a timeout. 5 seconds left in the game. 5.2 seconds left in the game. The Rangers up 30-24. We missed a point-after attempt on the last touchdown. A snap back to the holder was not handled. I couldn't tell if it was a bad snap or just a bobble. Nevertheless, we didn't get the kick away. And now the Reddies have the ball at the 25-yard line. 3rd down and 10, but they got to get in the end zone. And if they do, watch out. This could change pretty quick.
Yeah, and this is it right here. You got 5 seconds. I mean, it's pretty much, you're going to have 5 seconds to run one play. You might be able to get a second one in, but I doubt it.
Might get both shots out of this, but it's not the guarantee. And the Reddies on the board have 1 timeout left. I'm trying to remember if that is correct or not.
Yes, they do. Henderson State still does have one timeout.
One timeout in their pocket. 5 seconds left in the game, 25 yards from a potential win. A touchdown won't do it. A touchdown and an extra point will. Ryan Richard Stometti out of the gun, takes the snap, surveys the field, pocket holds. Rangers trying to get in. He will throw right down the center. Intercepted. Rangers have it. Bringing it out of the end zone. Down to the 10-yard line, to the 20, and now will slide down. Quishon Gray came up with a pick, and the Rangers are going to seal that one. The game is over. Time has expired. Northwestern beats Henderson for the second year in a row. For the first time ever, the Reddies will lose a football game in the state of Oklahoma. And in dramatic fashion, Quishon Gray makes a pick on the last play of the game, runs it out of the end zone, gives everybody a heart attack, goes down to the 20. Actually, probably just running the rest of the time off the clock. It may have been a real heads-up play. Way to go, Quishon Gray. Way to go, Rangers. Big win tonight, Ranger Nation.
Unbelievable finish to this one, Matt. Unbelievable. This is just a lot of fun. I mean, the Rangers come up with a huge victory here tonight at home, defeating Henderson State. Quishon Gray, they're in the end zone making that play. And again, I was with you. I think everybody up here probably in this press box is just pointing to him, telling him to go down. But he does at least run out the rest of the clock, and the Rangers seal off this victory against Henderson.
I'm trying to think. I don't know that I have been through a more exciting game here at Ranger Field, at least since we've been in Division II football. That may have been the most exciting close to a contest that I've had the privilege of seeing, and what a great time to do it right here in front of a family day crowd. The Rangers, for the first time ever, beat the Reddies in back-to-back seasons. For the first time ever, beat the Reddies in Alva, and for the first time ever, give the Reddies a loss in the state of Oklahoma. Unbelievable close to that one. Way to go, Rangers. We're going to take a timeout and be back to wrap things up on the postgame show. A Ranger victory tonight, 30-24. Northwestern pulls it out over Henderson State. You're listening to Ranger football right here on the Pulse 105.7, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva, Oklahoma.
The last thing you needed this week was car trouble, and you're too busy to find a trustworthy shop. K&K Body Works in Alva is the first-class choice. K&K Body Works is here to help you when life takes a wrong turn. Just come in, drop off your car, and we'll